Oh my god. Ugh. Fuck me, this is awful. I can't even tell if we're right now. I think we are. From the looks, okay. Wow, this is bad. This is real bad. Ugh. Gross. Anyone? Y'all? Yeah. Yeah. It's just current bit rate is lower than right now. Oh my god. This malware is infecting me. This malware is infecting me. Oh no. Yeah, 2 minutes just to start. I don't even know what else. I don't even know what the initial stream was called. So, whatever. Dude, you be live? Oh, yeah. Of course I'll be live tonight. I'll be live at least at some point within a given day. It's just that Streamlabs wanted to be a butt right now, and been definitely doing that. Oh my god. What the fuck? What is wrong with... Oh, dude, did it like put me sideways now? I think... fuck off, Swift Cleaner. That's why. It's like goddamn app, dude. Well, I guess it's more like a bug or some shit. Oh my god. I guess I'll just sit here for a minute and let this app get fucked for a minute, because there's just... I guess it's starting to work now. Still, at least on my end, it's like... You know, just like cutting off everywhere. It's like, fuck me, dude. It's like at least once a week where you have to struggle to start one of these. Streamlabs needs to struggle me for a bit. Make it a lot more difficult.
Hi, what posted? Hi, buddy.
It's a goofball cat. Ooh. Got like a little... Oh, that guy's cool local too. Oh, yeah. He's a Eugener. There we go.
They were saying we have 12 years to live in 1970.
What are you going off about? What?
Environmental people are screwing up the environment more than anyone else.
Citation needed. Howdy. What it do? 5 minutes after Streamlabs decided to be an annoying little shit. It's now working and getting all nice. That's good, at least. Привет. Hola. Hallo. Yalla. Konnichiwa. Guten Tag, or Guten Nacht, I guess, in this point.
She's moving around a little bit better. She got out of her cage, so. I can tell you what's wrong.
Yeah, she was on the floor when I gave her her meds.
Well, that's probably the twitch was just then, too. Okay.
Man. Yeah, like I was trying to start this like 10 minutes ago, honestly, but Streamlabs was being a major butt today. It just was like, no, we're going to be super slow for a second. We're going to be like super like, no, non-cooperative, no. But we'll be cooperative after 5 minutes. We'll work after that.
No, we'll not.
Well, don't jinx it. Well, I guess I shouldn't be jinxing it, but...
No, me, you, I.
Paul's been roasting wokies on Twitter for the past hour. Oh, really? I haven't been on Twitter that much today, so I'm not too sure what's been going on. Though I have to check it out. Damn, son. What's he been saying? Give me the rundown. Because I can only imagine the pessimism of Paul in this. It must be beautiful, because chances are I probably would be inclined to probably agree with him. It's been going hard. Oh, dude, really? Damn. Man, Twitter's been like going like all out like the last few days. Like everyone on there has just been going out and going hard. Like even people, I don't go that hard out on Twitter, and like the last few days I've been going like, bruh. He was on a tiff with who?
Trump.
Oh, no shit, yeah. Of course he's on there. I mean, I follow him, so I see some shit he says. And thing is, it's not even like him that's, you know, the direct involvement on Twitter. I mean, it's all like he is always some factor of the whole big shit going on Twitter, but like compared to like everything else, that's not like the most of everyone's problem on Twitter. Like that for at least the past few days.
What's everyone's problem on Twitter?
It's just kind of a multitude of different things. Like the whole recent thing with Alabama and Georgia. There's been a few other random bullshit stuff. Yeah. There's just a bunch of other things, you know, that's been just that kind of has consumed it, and everyone is like going like no fucks given mentality with like the outrage on every side. It's like because everyone like of different political spectrums on Twitter, and I see every single one of them. It's like, oh my god, it's like it's like everyone's gone bonkers. There's like this, like there's this guy who was like.
You need to have somewhere in the middle. It's been that way for the longest time, but then all the liberals start making it easier and easier and easier and easier. You know, like after-birth abortions and stuff like that.
Okay, well, like, there's...
people against it get all pissed off, and you get all these laws passed, and it's just like, just keep it in the middle, shut up, it was decided.
Well, it already, it was already like that with Roe v. Wade, yeah, like, I mean, which it should, that's how it should be, but yet, like...
the argument was settled in the 60s.
Yeah, it was called Roe v. Wade. It should have, and it should have been settled, and for a while it was, but all these states keep trying to pass... and undermine that law, and thus keeps bringing it. It gets getting brought up as an issue again, and then but there's like this dude, like I found this one guy who was straight up like, it shouldn't, you know, this is like outright wrong. It should never even have to exist or happen or whatever. But I watch snuff torture films to cure my sociopathic urges. Like the same guy who's like absolutely pro-life is also saying that he watches like sociopathic snuff torture porn films. It's like that's like how far people have gone with it. Like, and there's like other people going like, you know, extreme on the other side too. It's just like, the fuck, has people lost their bonkers over bullshit?
Like when I was in college, they had a comic. Yeah, it was after a big debate, after a big flood. And just like, the Roe versus Wade controversy continues. And then there's this one guy in a boat with all the stuff from his house, and another guy carrying a bunch of stuff from his house, walking through the water, you know, like waist deep, and they're both walking along it. The debate continues. Roe versus Wade.
Damn. Roasted. Consensus, yeah. Like,
Tell you what, if you
just
want out, you can go out this way.
like, there's, cause just go, like, pretty much gotta go anywhere in the South and generally, and just like kind of like go like to somebody, just like antagonize them. Generally, they're probably gonna be like, "Can you just fuck off?" Just walk off. Like around here, they're probably gonna start harassing you again, going right back at you or some shit. Though it's variable, of course, but generally, that's probably what will most likely happen. Or they'll be like, "Look, I found you being really disrespectful. Can you go away?" He was an Antifa Fugo and Jake for supporting the throwing of milkshakes on anyone who is right of center. Like, I don't condone throwing milkshakes on people, but it's just like, but that's out of all the things that could be thrown at you, that is probably the least harmful thing. But still, you shouldn't throw shit at people. Like, what the fuck? To be fair, he doesn't condone it. He just thinks it's a good strategy. I mean, it's not a good strategy. It's kind of it's like a way to, humiliate somebody by getting them all wet with a milkshake. Or, eggs or something, but, like, that's not, like, whatever. It's not necessarily, it's not a good strategy, but it's, like, the liberal and lefty, let's be honest, conservatives are generally tougher than liberals. Yeah, I mean, yeah. Yeah, like, because, I see all various different types of, like, when I was out in the South, I'm, visiting family there, I could generally feel, like, this sense of, even when I was, having, like, political conversations with people there, like, there was this sense of, like, even if I disagree with you, it's, it's like, whatever, who cares, type of thing. Or at least it's like, well, I'm not gonna freak out over your opinion, because I still got mine, type of thing. Who owns guns again in America? Yeah. Not as many gun enthusiastic lefties/liberals compared to, people on the right. Though I'm definitely one of those lefties who are gun enthusiasts, so. We're out there, but just not a lot of us. I do currently own one in the attic somewhere. I wouldn't be interested in participating in a civil war, though. Me neither. No, I wouldn't either. Like, as much as I like the idea of, like, yeah, the best way, one of the possible courses, to actually do, like, some radical changes is to, on top of, of the collapse having a violent revolution on top of that, like, that would be that is a plausible scenario, but I wouldn't be, like, it would be, like, if I were to, quote, participate, it would be more in my own defense and just keeping my own, like, people around me, alright and shit. Try to keep ourselves, relatively, sustained, in the midst of the chaos type of thing. And we all just kind of sit back. I happily kick back with a pair of binoculars and a bucket of popcorn and watch the bulls fly. Yeah. Yeah, like, pretty much all I do is find a little place to hide out. Like, just literally, like, find a place, to hide out with, like, 20-some people and just chill. Wait for and just have a radio and just listen to what's going on. I mean, even if radio comms aren't available, then we'll find all sorts of other different types of, ways to try to find out what's going on. Like, there's satellite phones, there's all sorts of different ways. My grandfather gave me some old pistol and small rifle. Cool. Yeah, my grandfather has some rifles, but, like, the one reason why they aren't here is just basically because I don't have a safety permit yet, because technically they're my dad's. Though my grandfather was in possession of them. which is slightly annoying because it's like I'm a grown damn man. Like I can, like, I already know about like gun responsibility. Plus, you know, it's shouldn't like I shouldn't be affected whether you know my pop gets his guns anyway or not. But whatever. It's just how that's going. Besides, so, you know, I'm inclined to probably get my own anyway. So, I legit don't see I don't understand why he doesn't have his yet. He probably will get him in June, though, because he's going to go, like, because me and my pops are going to go up there in June, and hopefully we'll be able to get him there. Take up bonds, not guns. I do agree with that. If we are going to take up guns, let's go clay shooting, you know, like pigeon shooting. Shoot some clay plates and just have some fun. Go target shooting. Funny thing is, when I went pigeon shooting for the first time, it was with my uncle on his little ranch out in Texas, and he practices pretty frequently, and I've never done it before. And so he decided to challenge me. He's like, "Hey, so you're a gun enthusiast or whatever?" And I'm like, "Yeah." I'm like, "Oh, yeah, I like them or whatever, yeah." And he's like, "All right, well, you want to go pigeon shooting over there? I got it. I got all the stuff for it." And I'm like, "Well, hell yeah, let's do that." So we decided to do like 10 rounds or something, and like the first 5 we were just kind of stationary right next to me, and then he set it up way off in the distance and had it so crossways, so we had to follow it and shoot it. And like the first 2 rounds, I was not too good on that part. But once I started to figure out the distance and like where to aim in the position of the pigeons, I was just like, all right, I got this down, and I got it down. It was actually pretty funny to. I think out of like our rounds, I think I beat him 6 out of 10 rounds, because most of them was. I beat him pretty much every round on the first ones, and he was like, all right, this is a little ridiculous. He was just like, okay, this is too easy for him. He obviously knows how to shoot. So let's make it a little tricker for him. Or a little harder. Yeah, I don't know why I said tricker. What? A little more tricky and harder. I blended those 2 words. Whatever. Anyway, so, yeah, and then I was, the first round, I didn't hit any of them. The second round, I hit, 2 out of 3, and then the last of them I went 3-3-3 for the last couple, and it just took me a few times to just be like, all right, how to aim in position of the pigeon shooting, because you have to lead up on the target if it's moving, which took me a moment to initially like remember and apply that, because I knew it even going into it, but the first round I just didn't do it, and I'm like, why am I not hitting? Oh, wait, I'm not leading. And then he told me about it. I'm like, yeah, I just realized that after I did all those rounds and utterly failed. And then after that, I beat him again. It was pretty funny, honestly. What's up, Stony? Spin a record and crack some poles. Crack some poles! Crack some pills, crack some poles, crack them all. Fucking hairs. I never shot a clay pigeon. They're fun. It's really fun. I don't know how much it is to buy one of those little pigeon launcher things. And buy the clay pigeons. I don't know how much all that costs, so I'm sure it's a decent penny. And I do know that like the pigeons probably are fairly cheap, because they're just basic little clay pigeons. That's all they really are. And yeah, it's fun. It's definitely a really cool, fun way to do target shooting, especially if you have multiples of the launchers, because then you can do little different tricks and stuff, like have like both of them face like a different direction, like on both ends of you in different directions, and just have them kind of launch in different areas, or just have them like literally launching sporadically regardless, and then just try to target practice with that. It does make it a little more fun. Never buy a refurbished record player off Amazon. Just learned that. A refurbished record player. Damn. Doesn't Amazon allow you to just return stuff though?
Not necessarily.
Yeah, I do. Yeah, because I know that there is a thing where if you return shit too often, that they'll just not let you return it. Like, cause I think they used to just let you return things, without any care or whim, and they'll refund the money. But now, because so many people took advantage of that, now it's like.
I think if Prime member, I think they you get more leniency.
Yeah, I think they'll let you do it a couple times, but depending if you're like a Prime member or not, like you said, they probably will give you a little more leeway or not. I think it just kind of depends.
So I know I'm starting to quite a few things to Amazon.
Yeah.
But I was thinking about that other one. What's that other one that they say you get stuff cheap?
eBay?
eBay, yeah.
Yeah.
That's the one you got to watch out for.
Yeah, because that one, yeah, I definitely know about eBay for sure. Yeah, because it's not, because a lot of it is mainly users selling stuff for the most part, and not all users have a return on stuff. Like some people, because some people are just like selling some antique stuff or whatever, or just some random commodity, and they really don't want it because they need the money or something, so they're like, yeah, no returns. Type of thing, which is totally understandable, That's why I always look at multiple things of the same thing, or make sure I'm looking for a very specific thing that I'm looking for, type of thing, especially when I'm on eBay.
Oh, definitely.
Amazon delivery vehicles will soon be automated. Automation is coming. Well, I know this. Yeah, I mean, yeah, as soon as Amazon has delivery vehicles that are automated, and all the person has to do is just pick up the box and move and drop it off to your door, and then just sit there and just wait for the next place to drop the stuff off, that even then, it might just have a little thing to be boop, and then just go on. Export automation beer should still be made by people at the art of it. Well, I think certain industries are still. Even with automation, there are going to be certain industries that are still going to have to, or just because it hasn't touched it yet, still be ran by people. I think the brewery industry will most likely still be operated by people for the most part, until automation has somehow made it beer better, than we do. When do you think aerial package delivery drones will happen? I don't know. I know Amazon is trying that really hard because they've been trying to push that hardcore, but I don't know if we're going to really see that anytime soon. That's more automation, everything beer too. I just want to be able to drink a Belgian ale made by a monk. Yeah, I feel you. Yeah, yeah. I don't know. There's gonna there will be a point where automation will literally to some extent, take over every industry if we, allow it to happen. But it will take time for that, for a lot different industries, the beer industry or the alcohol industry, I guess, in a broader sense, gets completely taken over by that. We'll see a lot of different industries like manufacturing, automotive. Even architectural work and construction work, we'll see that. Truck drivers, that will definitely be automated. Deliveries, just warehouse work, even. All that will eventually be automated. Nah, hey, Red Cloud, what do? I've been ordering specific glasses for all my favorite beers. Right on. Yeah, I want to get a few mugs. A couple beer steins and beer mugs. Really isn't a beer you like? I mean, I don't dislike beer, but it's just not really my palette of interest, really. Because I drink it. Like, the last beer I had was this cherry tart beer, which had a hint of sourness to it, which actually was pretty good. But at least for, for a beer, for what it was actually really good. So, I don't really, go for, like, the big ones, like Bud Lights or anything like that, or, like, coolers. Or even, something like, what's it called? Corona and stuff. Rolling Rock is good cheap. Yeah, one of my friends is really into that when it comes to, like, if he ever has, like, a party or a fat kickback, he'll buy a bunch of those. And personally, it just tastes so watered down, and I don't like, and that's kind of the thing that, people kind of like. They're like, hey, I kind of, you could drink so much of it because it's basically like water. And I'm like, I don't like that, though. And for me, at least, I don't like that. Because it just tastes really watered down. And I just not a fan of that, really, myself. I drink cheap beers there, but I won't drop cash out. I'm a beer chad. Yeah. Like I said, I'm, I will drink Rolling Rocks and stuff, because I've had it, but it's just definitely not my preferred, beer to go grab if it happens to be there. If it's something a little better, I'll probably grab that, even if it's not as much. Or at least, like, as much in quantity, per se. But, yeah, I'm just definitely more a liqueur guy, so, whiskeys, vodka, spirits, that type of stuff, rum. That's up my alley. But, even wines, too. Ale, mead, cider. But, like IPAs, beer, and stuff like that, not as a fan of.
This is not good.
Oh, the Rush stuff? Yeah, even this type of stuff is not too bad either for me, It's just really sugary, and alcohol is also partially sugar too, so that will, so it's meant to, those type of things are meant to, get you a real good buzz real quick. Well, at least those ones aren't as strong compared to, like, Four Locos. Those ones are definitely, meant to, get you buzz quick.
Number one, though.
Yep. Good camping beer for me. Yeah, that's why my friend likes it a lot, because whenever he does, kickbacks out, on the river or, out camping, that's something we'll have on top of some other different things. If you want a good liqueur, try Midori. Melon-flavored, green, sweet, 11%. I haven't heard of Midori. I don't know if it's around here, but I'll have to see if it is. Give it a shot. Try it out. Because, you know me, I'll try anything just about once. I like making Midori sour, or just mix it with Baja Blast Mountain Dew. Interesting. That'd be pretty good. Like a Baja Blast, soda mix with a liqueur drink. At least a sweet one. There are tons of brands that taste like it, but Midori is the gold standard, made in Japan or Mexico. Alright. Comes from Japan originally. Yeah, it sounds like something that would be a little bit more aligned towards, Japan or something like that. Midori. Midori! Yeah, say you have some Midori. That doesn't sound as, it doesn't sound as much like that compared to, Japan. Even though I'm just, try to, make a horrible accent. Midori means green in Japanese. There you go. And melons tend to have a nice green color to it, so there you go. Midori flavored sweet drink that's kind of green and delicious and alcoholic. Why not? Sounds like a really that just also sounds more like a very strong sweet wine. Cause some wines can be really strong, up to a low level liqueur style of 11, 14, something percent, around those lines. Get all this grounded. And liqueurs are seen like a girly frou-frou drink. I love it. Not something you want to drink straight, too syrupy. Ah. Yeah, I don't, like, I hate the whole thing of, like, oh, you need to have, like, this hardcore thing straight and have it, like, hurt your throat and shit. You gotta let it burn, bruh. You can't have none of those girly frou-frou drinks. You're having a cocktail? What are you, a girl? Huh? It's like, I hate that shit, bro. It's like, yo, I'm still getting drunk like you. Fuck you. Like, it's just like, I prefer this. Your point? It's just like your point? Like, I don't get those type of people that try to do that. Like, if you're out somewhere and someone just happens to see, like, what your drink is, and they're like, bruh, you got, like, some weird-ass little purpley, like, pink cocktail drink? What are you even drinking, bruh? What are you, like, some chick or something? Like, you having, like, some margarita, like, rose drink thing? Like, I'm just sitting here like, what? No. It's like, what are you doing? Having, like, some coolers or some shit? Like, you know, it's like, why? Like, I don't get, like, I don't really meet those people, but I've heard about these people a lot. And it's just like, and one of my friends has met these type of people before, and I'm just sitting here just like, what? Like, why do people get obsessed about what other people drink? Like, if we're all in the same place drinking, does it matter what it is? You know, like, I guess for some people it does. But luckily I haven't met those type of people, but I've heard about these type of people. It's like, what? I mean, I've seen people be like, you know, be kind of drunk and kind of talk to, you know, some, you know, like some playful smack type of thing, but never about like the drink itself, because they, you know, at least around here, most people don't care what you're drinking, but I guess some places they do. And they're like, you're not drinking this? How dare you, bruh? You sissy. you can't handle it. You're sissy, bruh. It's just like, what? No. I had, like, if anything, I'm, like, more manly because I drink liquor and shit, not, you know, beer or whatever. So if anything, I'm getting more for my buck. So, joke's on you, bitch. I got a brand new unopened bottle from the liquor store in my hand. Says infused with Japanese melons. Weird bottle. Looks 90s edgy. Damn. You should show me what it looks like. I can keep an eye out for it. It's been mixed with a neutral spirit like vodka if you really want to have fun. Mmm. Ooh, Midori and Reika. Oh, that sounds interesting. That failed. I'm gonna do that all again. I just smacked my face. I am just not being smart right now. So I'm trying to grab it like this and shit, because it's not that fucking hard to grab the damn thing. Sure, everyone got a laugh on that one. Being smacked in the face with a fucking torch, wow. Smooth me, huh? Smooth. I can't imagine what that looked like. Looked absurd, I bet that much. I sent a pick of the bottle. Nice. Oh, there's this mixed drink I just tried recently that was actually really good. I don't know if anyone's heard of it, but it's called the Kentucky Mule, and it's a Jim Beam bourbon with lime juice and what else?
What time is it?
11:17.
Okay.
And it also has a lime juice with it as well. It's actually really, really good. Soda? Nope. Well, I mean, I guess you could have a lime soda in it instead of a lime juice, but but the one I had juice. When it fell, it like cracked a little bit right there. but luckily it's not leaking, so that's good.
What did?
When it fell, just kind of
Oh.
right there on the end, but it's not leaking, so that's all that matters on that
Oh,
one.
definitely.
It's just a little end bit. Like if it stood up, it won't really. Well, I guess it still stays straight up. Kentucky Mule mixed with lime juice and what else? Jim Beam bourbon and ginger beer. So it's in Jim Beam bourbon, ginger beer, and then lime juice. What was that? A piece? A cocktail. Ginger beer is dank. Oh, that drink was dank. Like it was. Like, the lime at it made it so I had to, like, sip it for the most part, because it was a cocktail drink, but it was really good. I had it at the Rock Bottom Brewery in Portland, and, oh, it was awesome. Expensive, because it's in, well, Portland, but it was really good. Definitely a place I'd visit from time to time, but not often. Like, it would just be a money soaker at that point. Ginger beer is good. I prefer it with vodka usually. I've been mixing it with a dark rum, sometimes spice with Domaine de Cant French ginger liqueur. Ooh, rum is too overpowering. Yeah, yeah, rum can be pretty overpowering at times. Like that Dr. Bird rum that I had last time was like pretty powerful. Like for a like middle price, like it was a middle, like at the liquor store I was at, it was a middle price rum. It wasn't super expensive, but it was relatively, you know, a good quality for a medium, like a mid-priced rum. And it was surprisingly like a very good quality for that, for like I think $40. And like the most expensive rum they had was 80, so it was definitely mid-range. And it was good. It was really good. Like one shot, I was like, first time I was like, I need to just like sit on this for a second, because there was so much going on. Because it was a very, very flavorful. Like it had like pineapple, orange, ginger, and a few other different things in there blended into this rum, and it was good. Like just for that, like one shot was all I needed to be good on that stuff. If you like liqueurs, you gotta try it. The Decant ginger, French ginger liqueur. Yeah, I'll definitely have to try that. Yeah, because I haven't really tried too many ginger liqueurs at all. I think like closest would be the Dr. Bird, because it had ginger blends in it, and as far as I can tell, I think that's the only one that I've had that does have ginger in it. Domaine de Canton. Apparently, the traditional company got it from Cantonese traditional recipe. Wow, that's cool. Yeah. What's your favorite rum? Probably right now the Dr. Bird, honestly. But when it comes to rum specifically, I haven't tried as much rum in comparison to other liquors. Like I've had more whiskeys. Honestly, like I know what my favorite vodka is, and I don't go for anything else. And for what else? Like for, gosh, I don't really got anything specific. I have tried a few before, but all I know is I definitely want to try to expand the palate in scotches and stuff, because I haven't really tried too many of those. Light or dark rum? The one I had was dark. At least the Dr. Bird was dark rum. But I think honestly I'd probably at this point wouldn't have a preference, but
Captain Morgan's good.
yeah. Well, they have different types of Morgans too. They got like different Captain Morgan rums out there. So they're because they are really big. But But because of that, I usually try to go for like other different brands. I usually try to go for ones that aren't big because I already know those are just, you know, the number ones that people go for, and so I always try to go for like the ones around it that aren't as big and stuff. Squatches acquire taste. Some taste better than others. Yeah, because I haven't really had too much of it at all. I've only had a couple, and the ones I've had is not too bad. But again, I haven't tried it as much, so something I definitely want to, you know, give a shot and see if I generally like it or not. Or at least, you know, see what type I would like. Mountain Gay from Barbados is a good dark but unspiced rum. I also like Myers from Jamaica, dark but unspiced. Yeah, Dr. Bird is from Jamaica. It's a Jamaican rum. If you ever happen to find it, give it a shot. Crack and spice is good. Dark as fuck, good with Dr. Pepper. I've seen that. I have seen the crack and spiced rum. And when I got the Dr. Bird, I actually was considering on getting maybe a crack and spice, but I didn't just because the Bird I think was a little bit cheap. It's Dr. Bird cheap. It's where I was. It was mid-priced. So it, like, depending on like what the most expensive rums in your area are, like cut that in half, and that might be the guesstimate. But you might have it like it might be a little cheaper, it might be a little bit more expensive depending in your area, but I'm not too sure. I have my preferences and biases, but if liquor's in a glass, I won't complain. And that's kind of my, it's kind of like my memo with it too, a little bit. I generally don't really have, I do have my own preferences and biases, I think, because everyone does. But, yeah, but if there is one in there and be like, well, I'll give it a shot, why not? I'll try it. I always, because like I said, especially, when it comes to, like, alcohols and food, I'm at least open to try it once, unless I know I especially really don't like it. Or if it's, like, moldy as fuck, or just legitimately gross. Like, I don't think I will try eating a live octopus once. That's not only is that kind of gross, but that's also a little fucked up. Like, at least, like, have the courtesy to have it dead and to cook it and eat it. Rum, as we know, is fairly new world liquor. It's made from molasses, but sugarcane is a Caribbean thing traditionally. Yeah, because rum didn't really grow into popularity until, like, the age of pirates and stuff, because that was their number one thing to drink for the most part. And rum at the time was probably a lot different than it is now, because it was probably a lot less percentage of alcohol within the rum back then, because that was their way, in a sense, of purifying their water, in a sense. Not like 100%, but like that, because they couldn't drink water, so their closest thing to it was rum. And they couldn't afford to get so fucked up all day, so they had, like, their rum they drank all day, and then the rum they partied with. So they pretty much rum had its origins mainly in the Royal Navy and colonies. Yeah, that would explain a lot of how it took its height and peak into the piracy ages that followed afterwards. Because a lot of its origins, I would assume, come from the Royal Navy and colonies and the early colonial days, during the Americas and stuff. Just on a whole broad aspect. Navy grog has historically been rum, water, and citrus juice, namely limes. There you go. Because the citrus and the acidity in citrus would help kill off a lot of different harmful things in the water, so it would have it, in a sense, kind of purified.
Coconut rum.
Coconut rum. That sounds good.
Yes.
Yeah.
A pineapple, a coconut in there.
Yeah.
Shit, I can make this a blender of some shit.
Oh yeah, like, I mean, we got a blender. We could easily make like a blender, of some interesting stuff for sure. Richard Nixon used to have a Navy grog every evening. Oh my goodness. Yo, Doc MC, what up? Hey, what it do, phone? What do? Talking about rum. The origins of such. Yeah, because the origins, date to the Royal Navy and colonial eras, and then it took its, like, peak and height, of popularity during the age of piracy in, like, the late 1700s, 1800s, and stuff. But back then, it was primarily just water and, like, citrus fruits, like pineapples or limes, oranges, stuff like that. Because that will eventually get fermented into, like, this low alcoholic rum, and that would be what they would drink. Of course, and rum is a lot more stronger now, but a lot more tastier, I would assume, too.
It's probably more bitter.
Yeah, I can imagine rum back then being a little bit more bitter. Their rum was not as strong as ours in the modern day. Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, I can. Yeah, because like I said, they were that was kind of that was the kind of their one way to drink water essentially. Back then it was more aged and dark. Oh yeah, I mean to the long travels out in the seas, I can imagine it getting aged pretty well, especially in dark, dank places, and then it gets all dark and stuff. Oh yeah. I was supposed to go drinking, but Logan had to leave to do homework. Lol. Oh shit, the oranges are multiplying. Hell yeah, bro. And I found out I can edit the height in one of them, so I made one of them kind of thin. One of the tomatinos had to lose some weight. See, I multiplied them. There's two more. I'm gonna have a whole wall of them. Cubans mainly popularized light rum, not as molassesy. Cuba Libre rum and coke is traditionally made with Cuban light rum. Ooh.
Cognac's not a bad drink, but it's pretty expensive.
Which one is?
Cognac.
Cognac? Yeah.
You sip that. Like a brandy.
Yeah. It sounds pretty good. I haven't. Yeah. One liquor I haven't really had at all yet really is brandy. Like Scotch brandy are the ones I haven't even really tried yet. Cause
Oh, brandy can make it. So cherry brandy. Come and fuck you up, man.
Cherry brandy. Ooh.
Yeah.
Cognac variety of brandy made in the Cognac region. Yeah, I can imagine being in that region. Yeah, considering it's named from it, but yeah, like that must be it's like. There's a legal requirement of certification of origin. I should try to find Cuban light rum. That sounds interesting. Yeah, it's probably hard to find if it's specifically Cuban, just considering that there's not a lot of Cuban exports in America. There are some, but not a lot. I'm sure the ones that are here come from being imported from other countries, not Cuba. It's like a country trades with Cuba, gets their products and stuff, and then those products end up getting imported elsewhere. Armenia produced a lot of brandy. Took the name from it, cognac, from the French cognac. Ah.
Have you tried tequila before?
Oh yeah, I've had some tequila before. Yeah, because there's this drink that my friend loves as his favorite called tequila pineapple and orange. It's not tequila sunrise. It actually has like orange juice and pineapple juice in with tequila. It's really, really good.
That's the first drink that ever messed me up was tequila sunrise. I had to go back to my mom's medicine, man. I'm sick, man.
Damn.
What's wrong with you? I don't know. I can't even get the bug.
Yeah, there's a few times where I came home and I knew I was kind of tipsy or whatever, and I'd be talking to my mom, but she, as far as at least the first few times, she never noticed. I'm just like, damn. Well, no, yeah. I mean, I don't even know the last. Well, I think the last drink I was that Kentucky Mule on Thursday. Yeah. Yeah, I think it was. Yeah, that was. Yeah.
I can't be a hypocrite.
Yeah.
I'm become a drug head alcoholic. Yep. At 66, I'm an alcoholic and a drug addict.
I mean...
Oh,
Like, I mean, you're not like doing, you know, like, I mean, that's just, I mean, that's really bland in comparison to like, I mean, like what you're doing is really bland in comparison to what like other alcoholics have done, you know, can do and whatever.
Was studying with marijuana, which we already know that certain patients that smoke marijuana do have schizophrenic attacks. So basically, when you're in the recreational
That sounds, yeah.
In recreational states, they become can realize that the marijuana can trigger the schizophrenic.
Yeah, because there's people that, you know, are schizophrenic, and you know, a lot of them probably don't realize it or just haven't, you know, been triggered, you know, to the point where they are schizophrenic, so they can have the genes but not, you know, have it yet.
Yeah.
But you know, smoking marijuana, it could be, you know, one of those type of triggers and stuff.
Yeah.
Very much so. Yeah.
We know.
Well,
know.
yeah, we definitely know. We're, you know, we had a case. We had a case study.
Damn right.
So I'm pretty sure he was probably one of the case studies that came out of that research. They probably he's probably one of the cases of it that they recorded.
The last thing I heard, he went back to Texas and then subscribing for relaxation and everything, and moved subscribing to marijuana.
Wait,
These two motherfuckers.
Wait, did they really like prescribe
I
medicinally?
don't know, that's what I heard in one of the text messages, and now he said I can smoke marijuana now legally.
Oh, so that means he could do it medicinal. Oh man, yeah, that's not like for
Do your research.
yeah, like because that's the reason why there's some substances that are not meant for some people. Like, you know, I completely, you know, because you know me, I advocate for legalization, taxation, and regulation of all drugs and stuff, but I still acknowledge that, you know, for some people, certain substances should not be taken from them because it'll fuck them up and shit, you know, and be, like, not good. Because, I mean, like, for some people from around, they'll have panic attacks, anxiety attacks, and just, you know, get, like, you know, flu-like symptoms because they're kind of allergic, or if they, you know, have, like, mental disorders or whatever, it just enables and heightens and makes those disorders more extreme than they already are, like schizophrenia, for example.
What causes his movies and what in the music that he listens to?
Oh, dude, at my second job, yeah, from corrosion conformity 30. Oh, cool.
Because the more you put in your head, the more it's going to stay in your head, and eventually it's going to interrupt your head, and then you start smoking marijuana, and then all them things start to come alive and everything else.
I mean, a lot of it also, you know, is due to his just, you know, growing up too, as well, and also like, I'm sure being in the military definitely didn't help out with that too, and I'm sure, you know, there's probably like some PTSD from that, even though he was in the Navy, he probably never was, you know, on the actual ground or whatever, but...
No, he came and got drunk a couple of times.
Yeah.
From the hospital, got beaten up, and all kinds of stuff.
Well, yeah, so I mean... There's like...
Bad.
Yeah, so I mean, yeah, there's a lot of different, you know, points of trauma and triggers that obviously have, like, came into the point of, like, getting that the schizophrenia heightened up, essentially. Especially being an outcast, too.
Yeah, because his mom sheltered him from about 12 years old, and actually took him out of school and everything else, you know, and just basically sheltered him.
And that's, and that definitely didn't help at all.
And then he went to the Navy. Shit, I was ready. Shit, I never get drunk before. Shit, I want to get drunk. I'm in the Navy now. I do what I fucking want to. My mom don't have tell me what to do.
Yeah, which that really did not, you know, help at all. Like, I mean, because, like, that's not what you should do to a kid is, you know, shelter them and shit. They're supposed to, you know, be out, you know, experiencing stuff and, you know, learning what's going on around the, you know, not like, you know, around their local world, not like whole world, you know, that's later down their life, but, you know, growing up, you know, like trying to, you know, learn about stuff, you know, and shit. Like, you're not, that's not, like, you shelter them for, like, their first 4 years when they're still, like, dependent on you. Well, you know, but, like, when you're already in school and stuff, they already have, like, their own life now going on. Like, they got their you know, they got kind of a little separate life, you know, that's been grown and shit. Like, it didn't just, like, completely, like, you know, remove that and then just make them another outcast. I mean, that definitely didn't help at all. Mexico City ain't so bad. Robert says.
And she sent me a Facebook one of my phone numbers. So just a couple of days ago, but I finished sending my phone number. She'll call me in a couple of days. What?
Only news says someone buy him a pistol. What the fuck is with you giving him a damn pistol? One of my people in the chat is just really, really determined to get you a pistol for some reason.
A pistol?
I don't know why.
I wouldn't know how to shoot.
there we go. He wouldn't even know how to shoot it.
I shot a .22 one time trying to shoot a rabbit, and I never shot the rabbit.
Damn.
I tried to shoot it, but
damn.
my dad's 22 rifle.
I mean, that was my first rifle that I shot. I don't even really know how old I was. I know it was out in North Dakota, but there was these gophers right out the front of the house, and they let me try to shoot one, but obviously I totally missed. But then one of them got one with ease. It did me, and then like 3 other kids who were investigating the corpse afterwards, like weirdos. We're like, a dead gopher. And then eventually they're like, get away from it, it could get you sick and stuff. And I'm like, we're not touching it, we're looking at it. There's a difference. Next time in Portland, I'm twisting up a stony and spinning a record with Robert. I hang out with him before you, dude. Fuck you.
That'd be cool, yeah.
Well, guess what? In order to hang out with him, you gotta come here and hang out with me, bitch. So, there you go. Even if you don't want to with me first, you bitch, you have to anyway. So, ha! Bitch. I'm just fucking with you.
Or just show up while he's at work, so you don't have to wait.
Oh, yeah, there's that. But I'm not gonna dox my own work, so good luck finding it.
Yeah, cute videos. It's like, why am I watching these cute kitty videos? I can just watch my own cat.
Is that for real? I feel an special kinship of Robert. Bless. He just feel. I feel this innate spiritual kinship with Robert.
I don't know if that's good or bad.
Yeah, I don't know if that is good or bad. Dude, I bet Robert has smoked some stone throughout his life. I bet. Yeah.
Best stuff I ever took was Afghanistan stick. Basically, was hanging down in my neighbor's, like in here.
Yeah.
But it drips. It's basically big. But
it's like a.
Drips, man. But
I think I know what you're talking about. It's like they take like the plants and then they put them in like a heated room, and so the oils seep out and drip, and then they collect the oils and stuff. I think that sounds like a early form of like dabbing and stuff.
Yeah, this stuff is strong and hell.
Man, it seems like how they did it. They probably like rolled it up and put a little bit in a bowl, or rolled it up in a joint or something, and
smoked it. Shit, what it was.
Too. Oh, that just sounds amazing.
And then we were just laying back, just trying to find out where the stars were. Oh, we're outside. Yes, we didn't know where we were going.
Are we outside? Where's the stars? Oh wait, that's the ceiling.
And here's the first one. Here's one I smoked crack with crack.
That's checking the computer. I can see that just by getting on the computer.
Acid.
Acid, yeah.
Yeah.
Maggie. She gets spooked. She's so easily spooked. Oh, goof. I pet her once, she's just like, oh shit! Ask Robert what image was on the acid tabs back in the day, in the 70s.
Don't remember. I remember, you didn't hear me the next morning, though.
If you remember his orange sunshine tabs. Do you remember about orange sunshine tabs?
No, I don't.
Huh.
I only smoked weed one time. I only smoked it one time. And that was
Yeah.
it.
I still need to, like, find out, like, if Logan actually got his back from fucking Vancouver. I need to follow up on that. Like, cause that was a mild, low-key disappointment, like, oh, well, at least I know you can get it back. But damn. I'm just like, damn. But now I just kind of completely forgot to follow up, but say I really should, just so it ain't already distributed, which I don't think he would do that. Because I know he wants to try to distribute to a bunch of other different people as well, so I know he would have plenty.
Yeah, remember, put me down for one.
Yeah, I mean,
I can go camping and do a walkabout or a spirit quest or whatever.
I told him about it, so he'll have that one on side too.
That'd be fun.
Got back from Couve. What? Got back from the Couve? He got a bunch of stuff last time there a week ago. Escido. Lucy, our friend. 6768 acid made a Berkeley Chemistry Lab. Summer of Love. Hell yeah. Like, I honestly would love to have, like, the actual straight-up, like, science, like, lab produced, like, right from the source. Like, a scientist is like, here you go. Just like, here you go. Like, a straight-up scientist. Washington or Canada? Washington. Across the river. If we ever mention Vancouver as, like, a thing that we go to, it is definitely Washington, Vancouver. Across the river. Because it's basically just part of the greater Portland area. It's just the Washington part of it.
They don't admit it, but they're a suburb.
Yeah, that's kind of why I say they're part of the greater Portland area. They're just the Washington part. They don't want
a suburb in another state.
Pretty much, yeah. Yeah, because
we're a suburb.
Yeah, like, I mean, yeah, because there's Portland, then there's the greater Portland area, which is pretty much all the suburbs and the rural areas around it. But we are pretty close to, I mean, obviously we're pretty close to the Canada one. We can easily take a trip out there at some point. Legit LSD 25 is rare these days. Part of the reason why so many have bad trips, unregulated. You can still find it though, test kits. Yeah. Yeah, that's why, at least when it comes to that, I'm a little bit reluctant just on that. Yeah, that's something I want to try at some point, for sure. And I know they're just around. I just need to just know how to ID them. That's just pretty much about it. And what else? Yeah, I know in Denver.
Ones around here, but
yeah, there's in Denver they decriminalized them there. So having a possession or a distribution of it isn't technically illegal anymore. I mean, selling it still is technically illegal, but that's like literally the lowest priority for like Denver PD now. So now like you won't get arrested just because you have mushrooms on you or whatever. Plus, it gives Denver research facilities there, you know, mass opportunities to do studies on shrooms more, to actually give us more, data on that.
Didn't have to be in such a hurry and come back from Billings through Denver.
For freaking real, man. Seriously, I would go down to Denver.
I always like Denver. Denver's a cool place.
Yeah, I've always, wanted to go to Denver, honestly. The Mile High City, that would be pretty cool to go there.
I've been there many a times.
Yeah. Oh, it would be pretty, because it kind of seems like just a Midwest version of, Portland when it comes to, a sense of just how chill it is, in a sense of just, yeah, we're just going to kind of lay back and just not give a fuck type of mentality, that I naturally kind of will see around on the day-to-day. Just, the very laid-back, chill type of, we're just kind of doing our thing.
Denver's closer to Billings than some places in Montana.
Oh my god.
Montana's a big ass place.
It is pretty big, yeah.
And Billings is kind of in the southern center.
Buy an Ehrlich Reagan test kit. You can buy them cheaply and easily on the internet. Test for the presence of serotonin bonding iron ring on the molecule. Turns purple when exposed to solution. Cool.
When they did the 55 miles an hour, it's just like, yeah, driving across Montana at 55 miles an hour isn't a job, it's a damn career.
Oh, damn. I honestly would imagine Texas being worse, though, because that state is fucking huge.
Montana wouldn't be bad if you're driving across it like north-south, but if you go east-west from...
Texas is both ways. Like,
South Dakota to...
Like, if you're, like, in the center of it, like, the dead center of Texas, it will take you, like, 2 days to go on any edge of it, basically. Like, if you went from, like, the one...
you can
It's...
get there in a day.
I mean, are you sure? It's a pretty gigantic state. I mean, like, there's a lot of just flat rural land just in between things. That's just...
Driving across Montana is usually like a day for the state. And you look at it, it's...
Oh, you're talking about Montana.
It's like...
He's talking about Texas.
Well, yeah, because Texas is just far bigger. That's what I mean. Just because I was comparing about how big, in comparison.
It's
because Montana east to west is wide.
As far as
it's a very wide state.
Number one's Alaska.
And then two is Texas, and
two is Texas.
Is three
California.
Yeah, California. Then Montana. Yeah, they're the biggest four states. Yeah, because Montana's just wide as fuck. It's just. This is wide. I mean, because it's right there.
Especially if you go across the highway.
I mean, Texas is definitely way wider than Montana. I can kind of imagine Montana trying to squeeze in there a little bit. Like, I mean, there's that weird little like cut in the middle of Texas right there that would have like a tip of Montana poke out of it, but
yeah, if you're going from there to there,
like that's.
It's a little bit wider.
Well, yeah, like, I mean, Texas is massive. Like, that's what I mean. Like when it comes to
number 5 would be.
Nevada? New Mexico? New Mexico, maybe?
New Mexico would be in there.
Yeah. If you're on a good trip. If I can buy one and test your shit, I've had bad ass, so trust me, man. It ain't worth it, dude. Oh, for real.
Montana was forced to adopt a 55 mile an hour speed limit. They were just like, okay, we'll put a 55 mile an hour speed limit.
Was it due to like high death rates or something on their highways or whatever?
Energy.
No, it's during the fuel crisis. In
the yeah, during the oil embargo stuff.
Fuel. Yeah. So they're just like, okay, speeding ticket on the highway, not in, like in town or whatever. And if you're going way too fast, it's reckless driving instead of the speeding ticket. But if you got a speeding ticket on the highways in Montana, $5. And it doesn't go on your insurance record because it's not a speeding ticket, it's a ticket for wasting fuel. It costs you $5.
Oh, so they found kind of a loophole in a way to treat it different.
To get around, because
I mean, technically it works. I mean, so
yeah, so they can keep their federal.
I mean, if they're like going like 95 and like that 55, I can understand the speeding part. But if you're going like 60, then
except
just
at night.
At night, well, I mean, there's no one there. I mean, you could just go like 90 and just cruise and chill.
I think the speed limit used to be 65 at night on the interstates and 55 on the highways.
Mm-hmm.
In fact, as few people and as little funding as they got for the highways. If you're on like a 2-lane highway in Montana, you usually didn't want to go much faster than 60, unless you wanted your car to shake apart,
Yeah.
lose a tire or something like that. Yeah, some highways it's just like the speed limit on this highway is 55. And that is actually the limit you go before you bottom out and the car falls apart.
Ugh. So we need federal public infrastructure works, because that's just terrible. Like when places can't do their own funding for that, and there needs to be something to keep those roads maintained. Good lord! I mean, if there were highways, if you can't go beyond 55, it's kind of a little bit of a problem on a highway.
It's good now, but I grew up.
Yeah, it's. I mean,
Wooden Drive, the street was Colton, but it was just like craters of the moon. It's just so full of potholes.
Oh,
I mean, but I figured out if you go like 60, 65 down the street, you just kind of
lightly
hit
bump.
all the flat spots and fly over all the potholes.
Oh my
It's kind of a
goodness.
smooth ride. Anything slower, it's just like.
Oh my god. Jeez. How's your dating, Artelis? It was.
But if you go about 60, it's a perfect speed. You're just kind of
Just kind of bouncing.
along.
Just pretty much the,
Fairly smoothly, you know.
yeah, just all the,
You don't really feel it.
yeah, all the spoilers and stuff, and all the, what the fucking called? Trusses and stuff, just going, just taking all the,
Brett lived across the
absorption.
street, and then at the corner, actually it was the second house. We were right on the corner, and he was the second house up the corner. But right on that corner across the street on Woody and Colton, there used to be this monstrous lake of a pothole,
Oh god.
and it was always full of water. Yeah, that sucker was, like about yay deep, almost a foot deep.
Take that out and get it shot. Good lord. Oh man, that's bad.
And so he would come in and fill it in, then next spring, it's a pothole again.
Thought he was dead.
That's why at that point you just need to restructure the whole road. Sometimes just filling the hole doesn't really work as well.
Finally, the city redid the road. I always wanted to get a sign that said, "Welcome to Craters of the Moon National Park," and stick it on the. Get 2 of them and stick them on either end.
Oh my god. That would be kind of funny. Spawn's still here, right? He probably dipped for a bit. He might be back.
Yeah, I saw this great thing a little bit on the Phil Army. It shows his post, and this guy sitting there with the plug.
I thought this guy was dead.
Looking around.
Bobcat Goldthwait.
Who?
Bobcat Goldthwait.
Bobcat Ghostwait? Who's that?
No, it's the other guy like him. What's his name?
Huh?
Used to be off the wall and screaming all the time. And
Yeah, there's 2 of those guys.
Was he a comedian or something?
yeah.
Oh, I think I might have heard about this. I think I've heard of him. I might have heard of him.
Dana Goats something.
But I've seen 2 great ones on Phil Army. This guy's sitting there and he has a plug and he's looking around this pole. And then it pans up, it's a street sign that says, "No outlet."
What the? Wow.
And the other one, this old guy comes storming out the door. "Hey, kid, get the F out of my lawn! Get the F off my lawn!" And then it turns around, this kid, he's holding this big cutout letter F. Sorry. Get the F off my... Sorry.
What the Damn. The illusion.
Oh, this Opel coming back. I guess run out of money.
Happy duty, man. Happy duty.
Way back in the day. They got some golden
My duty.
shit.
And how with my day? It's just like weird. It feels like today's going so slow, honestly. And like half my day, I was just like, low energy, no, nah. I was just like, bleh. I still feel kind of that way, but a little better. Better having substances in my bellies and all that. Yeah. 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 I'll play this in a minute. I don't have my pick in here. It's gonna be a little bit of finger picking. It's important for white people to be able to say nigger. I'm serious. Is it though? I love that word. As an indigenous European, it means human. Paul niggers. I guess I mean that's the way Tyler goes about it. I love how the Streamlabs put that there, but the chat right here doesn't say it. It just says you simply say I love that word. But yeah, I mean I don't necessarily disagree. I just find like the importance of saying certain words kind of just irrelevant, but you know, it's just a word and context matters, so I don't really care how you use it, as long, you know, it's in a matter of the context, basically. So, yeah, just don't care either way. But, yeah. To me, nigga is a word of love, not hate. E flat. Niglishli means human. Just using like Russian. What do they fucking call it? Like grifflicks. I'm not even gonna try it because I'm like my mind's already in like the musical thought, and it's just like I'm not gonna try to go back into linguistic thought at the same time. Cyrillic. Yeah, Cyrillic script, alright. I don't know why my mind was blanking on that for a sec. Serbo-Cyrillic would call it. I'm not even going to attempt that. Cyrillica, style of Saint Cyrillic. Yeah, because I'm. There's no way you're gonna make me attempt to even like whatever that even is. Churista. Okay, I can kind of see it there. The ends are like E's, and that first thing is a ch. And then, like, the R would be kind of like the P thing, and then the... Okay, I kind of see it. Churista. In any language uses British Isles, the Latin character makes a yeah sound. Alright. Oh, I guess L sound. My bad. I-L. Pretty sure it's an L. And then the Shikpi language. Albania. It's all about that. I as an I. Okay, oh, I. Alright. One thing I hate about capital I's and lowercase L's, they're basically just a fucking line. Like, you would think there would, like, on, like, basic text on this, they would have the emphasis on, like, the I as and, like, having that in between. Like, just a humble... A literal humble... Like, where the fuck did I just put it? Right there. I. There you go. A humble I. And then you got the lowercase L, you know? And then you... I lividly... Whatever. But yeah, you can kind of see with just regular lowercase size or whatever. Modern Latin font sucks, lacks serifs, tails on the Latin character I. Yeah, it should just be basic. Just have some basic serifs on there. It's not that hard. It shouldn't be that hard. It's just 2 extra little lines on either end. Comic Sans standards for sans serif. It lacks the little tails. This is why we hate Comic Sans. This is why we hate it. Because it sucks! The site is just slowly starting to fail me. This site just is seriously starting to fail me. What is this? Is this meant to be the battery? No? That's just the magnet. Okay. Get back in there. Fucking magnet. As you can see, I'm severely autistic. As you can see, I'm also severely autistic, so I'm fiddling with a fucking light now, trying to figure out how to open it so I can fucking maybe change the batteries. Which it looks like I need screws to be unscrewed here. And I really don't want to go for that right now. It works right here, but as soon as it gets out here, it just really is dim as fuck. And now yeah. It's just like, fuck. What am I supposed to do? I guess I got this light still, but it also... I mean, at least these ones I could kind of actually get a chance to replace here. But they're AAA, and I don't know if we got spare AAAs. I'm sure we do somewhere, but I have a weird feeling that we're lacking them. There we go, that's better. Os evolved as hunter-gatherer, tribes watchmen. Retards evolved as hunter-gatherer, cannon fodder. I am both. I feel like I am the watchman, because... Honestly, like... I mean, just the main reason why is because I'm just such an observant motherfucker. Like, if I'm out and about, I am just seeing... Like, I mean, you can even kind of tell just seeing these streams, you probably will see me kind of looking off, just observing different things while I'm talking. And that's a part of it. Like, is just, you know, my, you know, persistence of being observant, essentially. You know, and, like, you know, seeing what's around me and stuff. Like, if I have, like, even the slightest thought, you know, something behind me or something of interest is behind me, I'll start looking behind me. Like, even not even in a sense of, like, paranoia, just of, like, anything going on back there? Alright, nothing? Okay. Just look back, you know, type of thing. Does Pup have ADHD? I'm pretty sure I don't. I mean, it's possible. I'm not diagnosed for it, but I would think I'm probably more ADD than anything, if I would be, but I mean, I'm not too sure. I'm not diagnosed for it. I am for ASD, but not ADHD. And with being ASD, I probably also have GERD to GERD. Because, goddamn, does that suck. I have it. About to go on medication, hopefully. Yeah, I don't... Yeah, like, if I do, then obviously I haven't really as much need for medication, really, because I don't... Because, I mean, it really kind of goes to the extent of just being observant. I mean, I don't really, like, lose my train of thought, usually, if I'm observing things, in a sense. Usually, it will be like a trace of thought loss if I happen to be focusing on something else, like, for mental state-wise. Like, if I'm starting to think about something different, in my mind, then that's where it'll kind of happen. So, but that kind of feels more like an ADD thing, because I only really do that if it's more like, small talk or just something quick, that someone's mentioning or whatever, and I'm like, be like, huh? You get my attention for like 2 seconds. It's just like, okay, what? But I don't know if I'm either or, but if I had to take a guess, I would probably be ADD more so than anything else. My dog got diagnosed by the vet with canine hyperactivity. I mean, it seems like what it sounds like in its name, just being hyperactive. But that just seems like more or less that, just the pup's not having much, things to exert its energy on, being so hyperactive. Like, because I know Huskies just naturally are pretty hyperactive, and they're very energetic, so they need, a lot of stuff to do, like going out and runs and, tossing stuff and everything.
In lots of space.
That too, yeah. Do you own a dog? I mean, I technically don't, but, I mean, we do have them here.
What dogs?
Just a dog in general.
Yeah.
We got 2.
One's dying.
What kind? Shih Tzu Terriers, I think? I don't know exactly what kind they are specifically. Pomeranian Shih Tzus?
Yorkies.
Yorkies? I mean, I know they're a mix of something.
Yorkshire and something else. Yorkies.
Yeah. Well, it's both. One of each.
And Lola's not went pretty well.
Oh, yeah. This is all super shaky. Oh, my God. Good Lord. That all right there, I guess. So much, jeez. All the shakiness. I guess I'll put that there. Good, my lord. Don't even want all just the leaf shake. I want actual like nuggets here too. Goodness. It's just a stem in there too. It's just like go away. Ugh. So I just have to break down the shake. But so sticky, it's just gonna be so annoying. Oh my god, all this shakiness. Oh man, all that shake was ridiculous. It's still not even that broken down that well either. Oh my god. Oh man. This is absurd. I love how this light didn't really do anything to make it any helpful with the brightness. My lights have dimmed. Ooh, nice. That actually felt really good. Damn. That was just strangely so blissful. That was like the most blissful burp I have ever had. So what the fuck? Ugh, man, that was so relieving and just felt so nice. Wow. Has anyone ever got that before? Like, just have it and just have a burp come out and it's just felt so good that you're just like, ah. Ah, that felt so good. Yes. The pup is gas. I'm a gaseous creature right now. I mean, that is part of, like, how I feel today, too. Like, I do kind of feel, like, bloaty. It's one of my bloaty days, I guess. Because, ugh. I'm just like, meh. Like, I don't get these days, like, every day, but it's like, what, every 4, 5 some days where I'm just, like, having, like, the slight bloatiness. Today just feels somewhat exceptional, but not bad. I mean, it's not, like, unbearable. It's very, very much tolerable and bearable and manageable. But it's just, like, eh. It's just, like, these minor things I notice. It's just, like, damn it. These annoy me. These annoy me. Mixing some vitamin oils together. Best of both worlds. Mix it around. Oh my god, is this carbonated? What the? Is this actually carbonated? No? But it's bubbly as hell. Stirring all the flavors together. Let that sit. And I'll just drink this coconut one. Antioxidant vitamin C, vitamins B5, 6, and 12, potassium, electrolytes. Hey. Them electrolytes. Wasn't TJ supposed to do an Abandoned Hope today? Because I remember on like Wednesday or something, he's like, hey, send me shit for an Abandoned Hope. I'll do it like tomorrow or Saturday. And I'm like, alright, I doubt he's doing it tomorrow, so it's probably Saturday. And, well, what do you know? It's scammed again. I was kind of low-key hoping for that today. It's just like, because I'm thinking about what I want to listen to before I go to bed. I'm like, there was supposed to be something that could, but the bastard didn't even do it. Unless he just, like, hella just, like, postponed it to, like, Sunday. I feel like that's what he did. It's like, I'll do it Sunday, who cares? So it's like, damn you, sir. Damn you. Man, but I gotta see what Paul's been going on today. I know he's been going up on hella on the Twitters, going savage. I gotta see it. This doesn't even tell me if there's... Oh, what? No. Yeah, there is. Zero sugar. Yeah, it's pretty much everything else.
What are you
Same thing.
drinking?
Vitamin water.
Oh, vitamin water? Oh.
I mixed that one up with two different ones. It's that one and the pineapple coconut.
Not bad.
Yeah, I like mixing them up. Making like different little vitamin water flavors out of them.
Yeah, I do too. I get a Four Loko and maybe get a Mike's and then we get a Natty. You know, mix all of them together. Yeah, I like my fruits together.
Just mix all the fruits. Oh my goodness. Enough of that. That just straight up kill you.
I be having fun, man. This one about to really come out.
Oh my god.
That's when I really get crazy. That's when the bad side starts coming out.
Basically, the drunk robber is a Bubba.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty much, I think, we have concluded.
Mm-hmm. You still in the Caribbean every now and then. I wish I had the girls he had. Man, damn.
Never forget hashtag Robert Cheap. No! God.
You what?
He's like, he's pretty much like the quote, fuck that sheep side. Never forget hashtag Robert Cheap.
They have them boots though, man.
Oh my god. Oh, that's just gonna be the never-ending joke now. Oh,
Farmers do it though. I don't think I could.
poor sheep. Those poor lambs. What does lambs ever do to you? They already know they're just gonna get eaten from you, and now you just defile them before you do.
And before they do it, I know they're going, ah, 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 ah,
know they were.
God. God, how tall. Oh my god. Oh. What the fuck?
Hello.
Oh man, that fucked me up.
That's not my bow. Shut up.
What? I was trying to smoke my bowl.
Okay.
So much for sheep. Bye bye, black sheep.
Oh.
You didn't walk.
I can't even laugh because I'm dirt. Oh. Oh my god. Oh. Ugh. Well, I'm not gonna be able to take it for a bit. Ugh. Oh, I just feel like I just got wounded in battle. Like I've just been slain and now I'm just on the battlefield just slowly just going. Oh man. Oh.
They're the right size.
Hear about schools investing in Columbine, Denver. Someone died. Trying to take part of it in it. Oh, what?
Red.
Oh my god. What is even going on? What? I am now just convinced we are in a simulation. I am convinced. I'm just. There's just no way. We are just. We're just no way. It's just not. Oh my god. Ugh.
Yeah, there should be more like the football coach in high school that got down today or yesterday. Brought a shotgun in high school.
Yeah, it was on the anniversary of yeah, because he was just saying something about it, and I'm just like, oh my god.
You didn't hurt anybody.
Well,
You didn't mess with
I
me.
mean, I'm not really surprised. I mean, I'm not really surprised. Just, I mean, whenever there is like a successful one, and there's a lot of them that fail miserably, even though they are attempted. I mean, people will, sometimes get wounded in shift, sometimes it doesn't.
Even with security at the school.
Yeah, I mean, like, I mean, was there a security at school that?
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, who was it?
I don't know what high school it was, but he was a high school football coach.
Oh, just a coach.
But basically, I mean, he had joined college, went to NFL, and now I mean,
Yeah, so I mean, he was swole. he was buff,
he's bugged.
big boy. Yeah, probably. Yeah, like, yeah. I mean, though, it's like I'm glad I was able to stop the dude, but I mean, there needs to be security like that who can do that, because, I mean, at this point, I mean, and until these type of scenarios, are, looking into what, how to absolve them and stuff, which there's a lot of, big, ideas out there already, but, until they start subsiding, there, needs to at least have, security, like at our high school, at least, until it gets completed again. Well, it probably still is there, at least like one officer that just walks around there and is just on guard stuff, just, what they normally would have as, an officer, but they just, he's just like, yeah, I just chill and just talk with kids sometimes, Like a lot of the at least when I was in high school, a lot of kids there actually would just talk with him and stuff because he would just be really chill.
Right, yeah.
It was just this big. It was this bald dude who was this older bald guy who was really chill. Just and I think in my senior year he had a cadet in training with him too. That was some female there, but now I think she's just does her normal stuff around patrols and whatever. Now he's got the Aurora, Colorado Batman theater shooting guy made a video interview with his prison psychologist. Now that he's gotten psychiatric treatment, he's shown immense remorse. I mean, if I remember right, didn't that guy have like some mental breakdown? Which would probably explain it. I mean, if shown some immense remorse, I wouldn't mind having like a trial to see if he's willing and able to be put back in within society if he's able. Diagnosed schizophrenic. Oh, never mind. Okay. Well,
Yeah.
at least I mean, I'll probably at least have him in a more, just an institution where he could be taken care of or in a place where he has caretakers just overlooking him, because that would be severely important when it comes to someone that's diagnosed schizophrenic.
Yeah, definitely.
You need caretakers.
We know.
Yeah. Like, not only do I know by just the research of it and just the knowledge of what schizophrenia is, I also know by experience.
Yep.
Yeah. He's received treatment now.
Yeah, Texas, no bullshit, ain't
Yeah.
He's in the wrong state.
He receives treatment now, human brain biological
Oh,
cure.
something else, yeah.
Well, yeah, I mean, he's talking about this guy, but yeah, like, I mean, when it comes to, but there's a lot of cases, like, Ram, for example, that just aren't properly treated whatsoever. Like,
And some, I don't think they really care.
yeah, that
Give them
too.
this, give them this, give them the tape with this.
Yeah, because at the end of the day, it's the profit motive, essentially. And at least when he was here, there was actual, like, treatment for it that was actually given to him. I mean, though he should still have probably been in, somewhere where he had actual, caretakers with him looking,
Yes.
That's why I thought, the best case scenario was for him to be in institute here. And every now and then we could visit him occasionally and see, whatever, because at least then, it won't be this weird, vibe that we always have. It can at least be a positive thing at the end of the day, but, yeah, I mean, at that point, but it, still like, because at least just looking at it in the most rational perspective, like that's, especially with that, when it comes to schizophrenic treatment, I mean, I at least, saw at least here, there was treatment given for him, at least to some extent.
It's triggered by marijuana, though.
Yeah, that's definitely one thing. And if I remember right, they were pretty inclined on not letting him have it, considering that, made him act the way he did, at least way more intensely.
Right, that
Which are like, this could, there are, we're still researching into knowing if this enables these things, but given the, case here, yes, it did for him, so.
It's come out now.
Yeah. How about Brandon? I don't know. I don't know how he is now.
Don't know.
Probably no better than how he was at the worst of it here.
Don't talk to him.
Most watch capital punishment against it, possible circumstances. Yeah, because I mean, with a lot of these cases, a lot of it is due to a lot of the neurological work of somebody. When it comes to various different situations, and like, and if we actually try to like look out for these errors of neurological work that happen with people, or at least missed wirings and missed workings, and help absolve those type of issues for whatever diagnosis it may be, it would be more beneficial for them to have those type of medications. And if given that research gives us those type of capabilities, which I think with enough time and research and funding and development for those type of research into neurological disorders, especially like schizophrenia, Alzheimer's, dementia, and all sorts of others. Imagine if you got Brandon smoke stone, smoke crack, eating acid, and bought him a pistol. Fuck me, dude. Oh my god.
He was solid, man. He really go quite on solid.
I'm halfback. Stefan is halfback. Yeah.
You know, these are different things that happen during your life.
Yeah.
I can pinpoint a couple of things in his. His mom is break up with Geneva. That was a hard one.
Human consciousness is neurologically avoid not. Human brain, biological, computer bound, abolish capital punishment, torture. Yeah, don't disagree. I mean, because knowing that, you know, our brains is just, you know, working a lot with this, you know, neurological works, we can delve more into, you know, learning how it misfunctions and all the different forms it misfunctions and all the various variables that it can change and form due to all the different factors that can happen. Like, there is, like, what, how many billion, like, how many fucking, like, 7 some odd billion and growing? Like, I mean, there's a lot of brains there, you know. There's a lot of case studies, you know, to help, you know, develop, you know, and do research and development for these type of, you know, neurological brain illnesses.
The only thing was never developed because it was his mom. Mom took care of him.
Yeah.
Went to the Navy. Navy took care of him. Went to Geneva. Took care of him about 5 or 6 years. All of a sudden, I was by himself. Nobody to take care of me. Nobody to do my dishes. Nobody to do this.
Yeah.
So yeah, I can see.
Yeah, because, I mean, that's part of it. Like, I mean, there wasn't any point in his, you know, life growing up where he was being, you know, being taught how to try to, you know, be at least somewhat independent of himself, and actually try to, you know, like, go out and, you know, try to do things on his own merits, essentially. Like, he never really, like, there wasn't there wasn't anywhere, you know, to basically be like, you know, what are your attributes to get you, you know, what you want to get out and do and stuff. It's just like, we're just going to take care of you and move you up and prop you up, essentially, instead.
It is what it is. That's my fault to bring me in.
Yeah.
You know, get me better.
What's the weirdest thing you've seen Brandon do?
Jack off my lawn.
Well, that was, yeah, I mean, there's a lot of episodes that were a lot of weird fucking things. I would say that whole event in general was the weirdest thing. But I didn't see that part, but, yeah, just that overall event was just...
I think if you know Seth Rollins, he has a foot stomp that basically stumps into the ground and then pins him. Well, I wanted to dick stomp him. But no, that'd be painful, so I'm just...
Yeah. What the fuck, dude? Yeah, dude.
We'll call the police.
By the way, it wasn't just his lawn; it was our front lawn. By the way,
that's true.
Yeah. Luckily, this was that fucking night, and we have hedgerow bushes, so when he was on the ground, no one could really see what the fuck was going on. So there was that, but yeah. What the fuck? It's just a search. No, what would that do for it? What would that even do? No. Hopefully it's got a pop squirter grease. I doubt it. It was for a brief moment. That much I knew. Beyond that, I don't know how long it was like, but I knew it was just... I mean, it wasn't just weird, but it was also mildly terrifying. It's mildly terrifying, to say the least.
Yeah. Good when the rest went in the kitchen and grabbed a knife. And...
Yeah, that's when I grabbed that fucking Bowie knife, dude. Like, I was just like, okay, he's going over there. I ain't fucking now. Like at that point, I'm like, I am willing to sacrifice myself for in this shit. I'm like, I had it in the back of my, down the hall. I'm like, if he starts launching, I'm launching too. Like I'm not fucking kidding. There was a point where I'm like, if shit goes down, I'm not gonna hesitate at this point. Like there was a point like where I was gonna like feel like I had to like, be like family defense mode. I mean, it would be more like at the leg or something, so he'd just be on the ground and just, incapacitated, but still, I'd just be like, shit will go down if he starts going attacking.
It came in, basically how it started, says, I have a dream. What was your dream? I dreamed I killed everybody in the house. I said, what? I said, I dreamed that. Do you want to? I don't know. And that's when he went behind the desk where Chris was and trying to play.
Yeah, that's no. But I mean, the thing is, and that literally is just all of that is just the whole schizophrenic episode playing out. Like, and yeah, just seriously, it's just something definitely, to not fuck with. Like
he wanted me to see if he wanted me to suck his.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. I mean, exactly. I mean, because it was just he's not.
It's wild.
Yeah, because he wasn't. Yeah, I mean, because he's not in control anymore. He's just, pretty much at the whims of a schizophrenic episode.
But see, we should have known during that fireworks stand.
Yeah, because there was moments where, I remember that voicemail that was there,
Remember that he said he wanted to kill himself.
Or he was like poisoned or something at first, and he was like, I think I was poisoned, and then he was like, no, I think I wanted, like.
Oh, that was just a joke. Okay.
Yeah, a joke, huh? You probably didn't realize what you were talking about. It's like, oh, whatever that you're talking about, a joke, I guess. That's what it sounds like. Whoa. Wanted to fillet him. In a schizophrenic episode, he did ask that question, yes.
That's what.
If you wanted to, yeah. Like, I mean, I'm pretty sure he tried to ask me that at one point, and I was just like, I kind of was like, whatever you guys say, just fucking say it. I didn't say that. I just had that, like, look. I'm like, yeah, what's up? And I just kind of gave him this look, like, and then he was just like, never mind, and, like, walked away. I'm like, oh, no. I'm like, oh, great. That's also hilarious. Mental illness, even if it's most fucked up, is still funny and amusing. I mean, humor is the best way to try to, like, deal with the scenario. Yeah, but at the time, it was definitely not all terrifying. Benjamin Robert smoke. Yeah, at the same time. No.
Well, me and Brandon smoking at the same time?
Smoking crack and acid at the same time, and actually, no, that definitely would not.
No, I didn't see him. I didn't know him. I knew them, but didn't know them. Long story.
Ugh. My goodness.
I left him with his mom when he's about 3 months years old, or so maybe 6 months. He went on the road. She wouldn't have anything to do with me. And then later on, the guy that she came up with again told him last word for years that he was that guy was his dad, and all of a sudden he found out that I'm his dad. So his mom been lying to him, and now he's living back with his mom, the one that put him on his clip joints and everything else. So,
oh my God. Jeez. Just when you hear, just like hearing, like, how, grew up and shit, it's no wonder. I mean, it really is no wonder. Man, I also find a lot of humor, what's that part? Shining in the deepest of darkness. At least I got it over my head. I was like, oh shit. That looked like it was gonna hit my head.
They probably mentioned that the chair that I do it every now and then.
Yeah.
Oh.
obscured a butt back in the day in the 80s and had it branded. Yeah, basically.
He's 40, 41.
Yeah, probably now.
I'm 66. So I had one probably in my early 20s.
I mean, so yeah, like what, 81, 82?
Yeah, probably.
Probably. That note was gonna sound like it had consequences. Damn. No kidding.
Rode all the way from Louisiana to Texas to get married in a snowstorm.
Snowstorm, damn.
Went to Fort Worth, and
Yeah.
I'm talking about like Mom's truck. We're going off the freeway, you know, because sliding them after I'm sliding, and they closed the freeway right after I passed it. They closed the freeway, but I had got through.
Oh my
I
god.
kept on going. I want that pussy, man.
Damn.
And we fucked all night long when we got there. She actually circumcised me. Yeah.
What the
Hurt for a while, but yeah.
Damn.
First one I ever fucked. And my sister set me up on that one.
Damn.
What is it?
Sister with the hookup on it, I guess.
Her husband to be was in Huntsville, Alabama. Alabama, Huntsville, Texas.
Yeah.
In the pen. We're doing some stuff. We're stealing some stuff, machinery and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And so, but she had a friend, Martha. They were pretty tight at the time, and so they brought Martha with me. I was a photographer. So set all my equipment up in my room. We had 2 rooms. Set my equipment up in my room and took pictures of my sister and my mom and her and everybody else. And my sister and her left, and she stayed with me. And so I took pictures of her, and then said, hey, "You want to play around?" I said, "Oh no, okay." So it kind of shut us. But eventually we did it. She said, "Don't come inside me." And I guess I did, because that's how we made Brandon. And my mom and sisters forever said, "That's not your kid. That's not your kid." But he was. She knows.
Well, yeah.
But yes, I had to disown my mom because of her. And then she kicked me up to the curb. And have friend Blake Payne that knew forever, and he said, "Man, I saw, dude, do you want to go with Martha and you just be every 6 months be off and on, and I go back to your mom?" Oh, I'll go back to my mom. So I go back to her mother, Carrie's mother, Brandon's mother's, and pick my stuff up, and she talks to me and says, "She'll take you back." I looked at her for a minute. "Do you think I want to take her back? Because look, she's this is saved for 6 months. No, thank you."
Yeah, no, you're just saving yourself a mess.
Baby, no, thank you. So I'm laughing. That's my son for a while. And all of a sudden at church one day, his grandmother, or Brandon's grandmother, went to church that day. That church had to go to class to actually be in the memberships of the church, which she did, and she was there. So we stood up, me and my wife, Ruby. We said, "This is Ruby, and this is me," okay? And then Carrie stood up and walked out. Oh my God, I offended the bitch.
Just being there.
Being there. So later on, right before church started, she wasn't coming. She had this guy with him. And who is this? This is your son.
Damn.
So we had a testimony at church. You know, we saw him, been with him a little bit, and then then Martha, every time we want to see her, she would disappear because she want to see me. So I don't know.
Damn.
It was crazy back in that day. That's my wife Ruby though. Be 10 years this year.
A few months ago, when in our first Star stream, I got Brandon to take his shirt off. Horrible sight. Regret. I remember that. Yeah, when he would be in the background, and then it's like, hey, make Brandon take his shirt off, and I was like, chat wants to see your shirt with your shirt off. He's like, whatever, and just did it, not no fucks given. I'm just like, oh god, oh damn, son. Oh man.
There's some abs on him.
I just love the way you put it. Horrible sight. Regret. just so simple. I love it. Oh, nice. Something pretty much. That's what Hydrogen does after villains and uses cosmic. Drop back. Yeah, I should do stone. He was in the background, hit the bong every once in a while.
Who was?
Oh, well, just Brandon. Whenever I was doing the streams out here, I knew something was off with that guy. Yeah, I knew, I kind of figured there was, but I didn't know. Like at first, I didn't think it was gonna be schizophrenia. But literally, like literally a few weeks prior to, or at least like up to a month prior before the big event happened, when we eventually found out he was, like we in my health class, we actually had a whole like unit on all the schizophrenia and all the different forms of it and different types and how affects people and stuff.
And you said bingo.
Yeah, then I started to be like, oh, a little bit in my mind since was like, maybe, I don't know.
He was scared of Bubba. Sure, Bubba only would say hi. Bubba, shut up. I did. I want to say hi to that mother. It didn't matter. Bubba.
He was so scared
Bubba,
he ran
shut up.
away.
They did. You scared him. You scared him away. I'm sorry, man. Now go back to my beautiful ladies. Okay. Bye. Yeah. Oh, God.
Go back to my beautiful.
I guess I go to bed, yes. Sunday morning. Let's see what my babies. Really, what, 1?
Yeah, 5 till 1. Damn.
Yeah, it's been fun. It's been a fun podcast there.
Indeed. Poor Robert. He lived the life and
Guys,
smoked the rock.
Peace out. I'm going to bed.
Hey, what's poor about that?
What?
He's like, poor Robert, he lived the life and he smoked the rock. I'm just like,
I
damn.
did smoke the rock. The only thing is, I was living in an apartment complex, which was the crack apartment complex. I didn't know it.
Basically a little crack house.
But basically, it's kind of turned around. I have about 10 apartment complexes, but you kind of like motel rooms.
Yeah.
You can walk across the down there by your crack, but the second night I was there, they invited me over to a party. It's getting in there. I was smoking weed for a while and everything else, and they had a little pipe smoking around. So, oh, cool. Okay, repipe. Damn. And man, your brain is. Yeah, I mean, it's going crazy in there. I mean, it's just crazy. I mean, and you love this high. Yeah, but yet.
It's very short-lived, and you want to keep that going.
You want to keep that going. That's when if somebody is seriously on crack, they'll steal from you, they'll take from you, they'll sell their babies.
They'll do anything to continue that buzz, essentially, to continue, their dependence in that hook.
And I'm glad I was up on the road because I might be in Dallas for about a week and back on the road another 6 months on the road being a photographer, going from town to town. Come back to Dallas. Party town! Let's go
Party.
town! Yeah! My common contacts, what's up? Bob in? Oh, fantastic. I already called Bob before that. Bob's the keyword for marijuana.
Yeah.
And Bob in said, yeah, I'm coming in town that time. Cool. All right. And pick up guys and pick up some crack, and shit, I'll be ready to go.
Damn.
Bring some vodka. I love vodka. Franklin was out drinking today. I didn't drink Franklin straight. Franklin made me
I've had-
cry. Man, Franklin made me cry.
Just because of how strong it'd be.
No, because it makes you emotional.
Oh.
I came to town, the lady that I was married to at one time, Yvonne, that was my second marriage.
Mm-hmm.
She'd be at the bar, partying. And I understand, Betsy, but when you're on the road 6 months out of the year, a relationship does not work.
Yeah, it's pretty hard,
Eventually
especially.
she's going to find somebody else, and it is what it was. I mean, I love the lady. She's the best fuck I ever had. Damn, she's flexing my dick one time. She's look at my eyes. Okay, and man, whew, man, all of them are different.
Oh yeah.
All four were. All were special. There's your mom, and then Martha, and then Ruby.
Don't need to know about the mom one though, but
No.
don't need to know about that one.
Yvonne and then Ruby. Yeah, then Ruby died. And I haven't met the last one. Maybe never will. I hope.
I mean, it's a potential, maybe. I mean, who knows?
Huh. No, I'm guaranteed to be beat up, and everything else. I could hook up with Carol. I don't think so.
Fuck your mom. Yeah, they. How do you think they know each other? How do you think he got here in the first place?
How's that?
He's like, Mom, you fucked your mom? I'm like, yeah, they used to be boyfriend, girlfriend back in like, what, like, I don't know when. 90s or whatever, yeah.
Yeah.
I knew this. I've known this, and that was before she knew my dad. So, yeah, I mean, there's a few times where she's told, a few things about you before I met you, and
Yeah, check my Facebook out. Shows me and Chad. But Chad was a little boy.
yeah. He's fucking aggressive. Also, he's just so, like, shook. He's like, damn, son.
No, I have recently done that to his mother.
No, that's not going on anymore. But, like, that was, but they used to.
It was fun back in the day. We'd be photographers, taking wedding portraits and everything back in the day. And then after that, we'd dress to the teen, go to the bars. And one time we had Mickey Mouse, and everybody left drums and tea for some reason. And guys, Mickey Mouse concerts and costumes, all kind of costumes out there. We was partying down. And we had a good time back then. Man, it was a good time back then. And then my mom died, and then I got some money. I actually invested some money and didn't make blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
You might tell Crystal some lies. Never cheat. Never lie to a woman.
Especially my mom. Especially her.
Especially Krista. She'll know.
They straight up have like a 6 fucking cents or something.
And she found out, and I got mad. And eventually, she moved to her house from another house, which I lived with her. And she's no, I don't want to come in. I don't move in with me. So I got another place. Eventually, I moved out, and eventually, making it there. So I put that recording on my recorder. It says, "This is Robert Ray's board, and Robert Ray has stepped out of the building. And I'm sorry, this is the last recording that Robert will make. And everybody have a blessed day and have fun the rest of your lives. Goodbye." I left. I disappeared.
Yeah. Yeah, a lot of different moments are just like, I'm going to just do a total restart in a little bit, in a sense. Just kind of do a refresh.
I knew where I was going, though.
Yeah.
And Mom found me.
Again, like,
about
10 years? What, like?
No, about a month or so later, and she found me to another friend of mine. Basically, they knew who it was. And then in Woodford, Texas, she knocked on the door when I was taking pictures. And
oh God, dude, she, like, there is a persistence about my mom, man. There is some persistence on her. I like, damn. She,
okay.
Oh my God, she went that far? What the fuck? Oh my
god! She went on a hunt! She was on a manhunt! Damn! Oh my god! What the fuck? Oh man! I mean, on one hand, I have to kind of give her credit, but on the other hand, holy shit! Damn!
Yes, so we talked a little bit on the phone. I talked on that Saturday. So I had a friend there in Dallas, and actually had her in Dallas, and I was supposed to see her and take care of Chad and everything else. The only thing else I didn't show.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't show. Well, I just met party with a friend. The thing they have every year, festival. I can't remember. Folk festival type deal. Anyway, I went with him and everything else, so I never did call her. And so, I guess eventually she said since I didn't call her, she finally fed up figuring out that I wasn't going to call her.
Yeah.
So that's the last time we took contact. Until she found me on Facebook 30 years later.
Yeah. Which is like, what, 7, 8 years ago now?
Yep. And so,
Damn near a decade now. Holy shit.
it's been 5, I think. But, she still wanted to find me all that long.
I know, even even 30 years later, just like, I gotta find him.
No,
At least it was good intentions that time.
it was because I needed her.
Yeah. It's been proved by biologists and geneticists that when a woman receives genetic material in her fallopian tubes, it permanently alters her eggs, at least in a small matter. Got a little bit of rays in you, son. Damn. Got a little bit of ray. I mean, it makes sense considering that it's out of a, just a splurge, one or two sometimes, makes it. But the rest of it just kind of all stays there and, well, it absorbs and kind of meshes and merges and,
All them years?
Well, yeah, it just kind of absorbs into, the eggs and everything and, just the genetic stuff around it.
Yeah, she'd be coming in the moods in the office sometimes, and one lady coming. I was a lady. I think it was a lady. You need to make love to her. She's a little bit bitchy. So I did the next touch.
Oh my god.
She said, thank you.
Oh my god, Carl.
And one day I was dating this strip dancer at Caligula. Because I was filling her ass and everything else, and everything went on one date, and then I dropped it after a while. But Krista came into the lab while I was working, and she found out about it. She was going to send this lady some flowers. I was trying to get her goat, though. But she came to the lab, and she slapped the hell out of me.
Damn.
What's that for, hon? You know what? Okay, she went back out. What the fuck was that for? You needed it. Okay. 1 minute. Okay.
Be like, what? I would just still be like, you still need to give me an explanation as to why you just assaulted me.
I was near your mom too much.
Yeah.
And your mom would put me in headlocks. Because your mom does not like...
I mean, to be fair, she was raised with a bunch of brothers who would, tease her and shit. So I can understand how, she's kind of got her own aggressions.
Look, Mom, if you have a conversation and you actually don't agree on one act,
Yeah.
I like to walk away from it and kind of contemplate. Maybe she's right, maybe she's wrong. But Mom,
Don't give a shit.
if she wants a confrontation, she wants it then and there.
Yeah, there's been times like that where, there will be a point where, even it's too much for me, and I'm just like, I need to chill for a second, get back into it. I mean, and at least, in her early, me being really young, but, not really anymore, but, at least in my youth, she definitely had that same persistence. It'll just be like, oh my god.
Yeah.
Even little me, I'm just like, no! Just let me just be alone for a minute!
They're really definitely so. You probably I love her to death.
Yeah. Damn, son, we went deep tonight. Love you all. Son loves has always had to go the extra mile. Dedication and persistence. Damn straight.
Always have, always will. The Lord brings me home. I'll be like Freebird. We'll leave, will y'all remember me? I want to see them if they can't have money.
Is the band still, like, performing or anything?
Yeah, they're, I think in Cuba. I'll check it next time.
Yeah, because I thought I might have heard something about them still, like...
Yeah, it's coming soon. I think it's in later in summertime sometime.
I mean, if it's true, then we'll definitely just see if there's, like... We should see if there's, like, tickets on sale, maybe.
Definitely.
Psychedelics makes you take thought the extra mile to places one mind has never gone before. That's what I want. I want to go where one has not gone before.
You seen that song?
Hmm?
This is a song, right?
Oh, which one?
When you're just singing.
Oh, I don't think so. It was just a comment here. Psychedelics make you take thought the extra mile to places one mind has never gone before. I was just like, yes, I want to do. I was like, I want that. I mean, maybe it's lyrics. I don't know. It'd be kind of. It'd actually be cool, like
it's
lyrics.
Steroids. It's Star Trek's.
Yeah, the Star Trek's like boldly go where no man's gone before.
Yeah.
Only it's like boldly go where no mind has gone before. When you break through, be prepared to explore his consciousness hitherto unseen. I mean, I still do. I mean, in a way, I have like an eagerness in a sense, you know, to kind of see what that is. And once I'm there, then just kind of like, you know, be like, you know, kind of like step back and just, you know, gather, you know, what this is. Then explore and go forth.
What kind of drug is that?
Well, I mean, it's just psychedelics across the board. I mean, because psychedelics opens, you know, new pathways of consciousness, essentially, you know, in your mind. You know, different ones, you know, do it differently. Like, you know, shrooms do it one way, and acid does it a different way. And DMT does it, like, in the most intense way possible. If I were you, I'd eat a few grams of shrooms in silent darkness and have a Roman stoic meditation on the history of rape life orgies. What the fuck? I don't want to stoically meditate about that. I think I kind of figure, considering my own sexual prowess. Alright, have a good night. And knowing everyone else is around me.
Good night, guys.
Alright, good night. I'm gonna use this slide and actually take a seat. I'm gonna have to like re-glue this magnet in here. Or just get these at Harbor Freight, I guess, because that's where we get them. At least that's what Dad did. And I'm just using it. That was probably gonna be too thin. You know, sexual prize. I mean, I got some. It's not like I don't go out actively going for it, at least not currently, but whenever I, you know, do I go out and, you know, have my own little, you know, have my own flirtatious moments and stuff, you know, go out, never say I will be successful, though. Prowess doesn't make success, always, so. Bright lights. Never done it. To be fair, me neither. To the full extent. I mean, I've had experiences, and I have made attempts, but that's why I say prowess doesn't make success. But when I do want to eventually like take some shrooms though, and what I want to do is just like, oh, there's a seed in here. At first is I kind of want to do that while camping, but at the same time, I don't know if that would be the best first time. I think maybe being in my room would probably be the best case scenario for that one. But like I know I want to have my next trip just kind of chilling in my room with a friend, and have my friend either microdose or just not have any, but just kind of be there, just kind of have me chill just in case I'm like, too intense for whatever reason. But I don't feel like that would be an issue. If anything, we're probably just going to be, chatting, just chilling, doing our own thing and shit. Though if I do, and it is in my room, we're all just chilling, I might stream a little bit of it. I recommend tripping during the daytime. I take them in the morning on a clear blue sky day, bright and sunny, out in nature. Oh, hell yeah. There's, if you saw the stream where I was out in my local watershed with my friend Harley, there was a guy that pulled us aside, was smoking a J, and he was tripping ass in the middle of a nice, bright, beautiful day. It was like, yeah, I just got work for 2. Looked outside. Thought, what a beautiful day to have some acid. And, yeah. And I'm just like, dude, fuck yeah. That is just the right mentality right there. That's just the right fucking mentality. So, that is just, like, 100% props to that man right there. I forgot what the fuck his name was. But it was really chill, dude. Boom. Put that right there. It must be raining hardcore. I feel like I'm hearing dribbles. Still need to cook the DMT. Cook the DMT. Yeah, one day I would like to try DMT at some point. Though, right now, that probably might not be up my prowess, but eventually I would like to try some at some point. Go up the ladder. Still need to kind of climb it up. You need to do so as well. Order Mimosa Hostil Spark Powder. Look up the chemical reaction guide. Everything you need to be bought at Home Depot. Nice. Sweet. Yeah, I mean, I kind of looked up a little bit about some of that, and I did I just kind of like looked up just what it was, and just kind of what to look for. But not beyond that, I haven't looked into it too much. Oh, over here, this chair is a death trap. At least this light's just kind of working right now. That's good. And then I just kind of make it fuck up. There we go. Well, kind of is relative, I suppose, right now. Ugh. All I know is I got a little mini vacay coming up, and all I know is I'm just gonna be like, hells yeah, let's get it. Nice. In California on 23rd? Yeah, because there's that Desert Festival that's going on, ain't it? Yeah, there's, if, this coming week, for Orlando is coming up on the weekend, I'm going to that. I made sure that I had that request off, which is why I kind of have a little mini vacation. So, I'm going to be doing that during the weekend, checking it all out. There might be streams, but if anything, you might just get video vlogs. Like a few videos or something. I might stream the event. At least, like, maybe, like, once a day. For a little bit. You know, I've always kind of thought about doing a panel there, actually. Like, do, like... Because I've actually been kind of thinking about, like... ideas of what would be kind of interesting, like, discussionary panels or something. Because there actually were some of those around when I was there. There were actually, like, straight up just discussion panels. Just like, hey, we're all having discussions here. Let's do it. And I'm like, fuck yeah. That's cool. I bet Orlando's woke as fuck. I haven't been there the last couple of years, so I wouldn't know. But part of the reason why I kind of want to do discussionary panels because I want to have, like, a... kind of like a philosophical panel in a way. I've thought about that a little bit. Be like, let's delve into like a philosophy or something. For your weekend when I had too many woke. Oh, really? What? I think if, like, any con is probably woke as fuck, it's probably, Anthrocon. Because of how big it is. Like, they need, like, to them, they need to have, like, a certain image to kind of present, you know, that is, like, very parental friendly, so they don't, is, you know, especially around that region, because, I mean, pretty much the entire, like, they're on the local news there, and it's just like... Oh my god. I can only imagine being there. Like, that's honestly probably the one con I will probably just not go to, just because of how massive it is, and also, it's, like, purposely, you know, like, PG, because of how, you know, like, how they have to represent themselves. It's like, I prefer these smaller ones, because there's, like, less fucks given. It's more, like... we're here to have a good time, party, and not give a fuck. And that's what I love. Like, when I was at Furlandia in 2016, that's literally how it was. It was just everyone hanging out, chilling, wanting to have a good time, not giving a fuck. Like, there's people that, you know, were, you know, like, there for, you know, like, hey, I want to, you know, try to meet certain people, or, you know, or I'm, you know, here just because of whatever reason. But for the most part, it's just like, it was just basically a gigantic hangout. And that was dope. I love that. That was really cool. It's probably a little bigger now, but I mean, I know Tyler's been there the last 2 years, and he says it's just been awesome every time. So I'm honestly, you know, pretty stoked knowing that he's probably going to be there this year as well. And on top of that, I know there's going to be a few other people I know that are going to be there too. Come on. That was terrible. Tyler ever gotten any Furland yet? Not that I know of, but it wasn't without attempt. Tyler Furry, technically. Yes. Like, he doesn't really outwardly identify with it, but he is. This bull's being ridiculous right now. Held Hotel. Yeah, it's held, when I was there, it's at the Sheraton Hotel, and if I'm not mistaken, it's still there. The Sheraton still holds it, and it's right by the airport. So, on top of, just chilling out, at a place that's pretty legit, you can see aircraft, take off and go, and land, come and go. Like, when I was there last year, on the last day, they had some of the Air Force take off and shit, so there was, like, some loud booms and shit, and we were all like, what the fuck? I'm just sitting here in the background just like, America. America, right there. I tell you what. But honestly, they've been getting a lot of exercises lately, considering that they're a National Guard Air Force. Makes me think that they're training pilots to go transform off for potential wars. In Russia, degenerate furry cons will not fly. I think they have one, don't they? There's furries who are straight outright Russian that live there and go to, like, I know there's one in Sweden, there's one in Germany, and I think there's one in Britain. And I know there are straight outright Russians that go to those. And, I mean, I think the one in Germany is called Eurofurence, and there's, I forgot what the one in Britain is, but I know, in Sweden, I think it's called, like, it's like Nordic something con. No. Well, we said there weren't, I didn't say there weren't, we didn't say there were any Russian cons. I don't know there's any Russian conventions there and stuff that are furries. We didn't say that there weren't any furries or nothing there. You're applying a fallacy where I don't think there is one. Because I don't think anyone was implying there weren't any furries in Russia here. They just don't have any furry cons there, which as far as I know, there ain't. like, if there is, then I'm wrong, but as far as I know, there isn't, so I don't, that's not applied. That doesn't need to be applied. See, I'm catching on to my own not all fallacy here to the point of, like, I know when I'm not, when I know when I'm doing it, when I know I'm not, so. Van Holden did a Putinhoff hashtag shut it down. Would he? Probably, I don't know. Probably, honestly, considering how he treats gays and shit. Or at least how the Russian government overall does, and really undermines any, justice for that. That does apply, doesn't need to be applied, no fallacy here. Spuds like Shapiro's speech pattern. Oh my god. So now you're implying that I spun out like a Shapiro speech pattern? Now you... What? Are we gonna start going back and forth on like debate structures and like every little nook and cranny to like go at and be like, we're gonna pick this all apart? Not that I don't really care that much, but it's just funny to me. It is a little amusing. Love give me giggles. Shapiro on BBC was awesome. That was fucking beautiful. That was beautiful. I honestly, I do legit go back and watch it from time to time just to have a nice fat smile on my face. It is just, I love it. I love it. Like, Andrew Neil literally did not try. He didn't try to do anything. He was just doing his normal thing. Like, he was just, oh my god. That's the best thing about it. Andrew Neil didn't have to do anything. He literally did not have to do anything. He got roasted by a fatter, older, more boring, and less smug Piers Morgan. Oh my god, dude, that's so true. You're so right. Oh my god. Smugger, fatter, older, boring, and less smug Piers Morgan. My god. He took a big greasy diarrhea, holy shit in the bed and rolled around in it. Oh god. What? And on top of that, Neil was like, question, do you want rope? Shapiro's like, all the rope. Like, that's pretty much how he did it the entire time. And Engineer, as he's handing it to him, is like, are you sure? And Shapiro's just like, all the rope. And he's just like, back and forth. Are you really sure? And just like, you really? And he's like, all the rope. Are you a leftist? I want all the rope. It's just like, oh my god. Good job, Shapiro. Good job. Like, I agree with TJ when he was talking about it on Flash Fried. Like, anyone who's still, like, who has seen that and still takes him seriously should just be disregarded utterly. And I just honestly agree. Like, if anyone has seen that, and there's a lot of people that have seen that, and under any circumstance think Shapiro was the better man in any of that, they just disregard with mockery, utter mockery, and just poke fun at their idiocy. Just, that there's nothing else that would be needed. Go forth and fuck shit up. I agree, TJ. I also play Joe Rogan to that disregarding. Still love Token, though. Yeah. I mean, in a sense, because his like, flaunting, like, kind of, his a little bit of, like, to try to get these type of people back on his show, you know, to just be very neutral or, like, kind of positive with them, in a sense, is just really annoying. It's just like, I know you're kind of doing just a conversation, you know, which is what he's doing, and there's nothing really wrong with that, but man, when someone's fucking wrong, point it out. You got Jamie to back shit up with you. For fuck's sake. Like, I kind of wish sometimes Jamie will, like, speak up more on certain issues. Where, you know, it's just like, I don't know. Like, because the dude could literally look anything up and be like, I don't know about that. Like, there's actually been a few times where I've seen bits where Jamie's actually got it heated with people, and it's pretty funny. I love it. I honestly love it because Jamie, while being kind of tense, is so calm at the same time. It's just, it's pretty awesome, honestly. Joe Skepta audience is starting to hate Jamie because Jamie's a bit left of Motogen. Aww. does somebody who can literally look up and fact check whether someone's wrong or not on a certain issue, does that seem to hurt his audience a bit? Like, there's like some stupid conspiracy I saw at one point where like, Jamie's here deleting the comments, huh? I'm like, are you fucking kidding me, dude? Really? Like, do you realize that like sometimes the YouTube algorithm will actually like purposely hide comments sometimes? It's done that with me too. It's not like, and I've done it with channels I know don't delete their comments, and let alone even fucking look at them. So it's like, to say that like one dude is looking through all these fucking comments and is literally just deleting all the ones he doesn't like, fuck off. You're such an idiot. Like, I legit like called it out, and everyone like in the like in that whole thread, I remember, was just like call me out as like some cuck and like, SJ or whatever. It's just like, dude, you're fucking idiots going at homes and can't even like come back with any actual argument. Like, really? It's pretty funny. Jamie has that classical vocal fry West Coast beta male voice. There's a lot of people that do. And like, yeah, he kind of does a little bit. Guess it doesn't really help, give him, support in a sense, but whatever. Boom. The random noises of the garage. Hear random little like cricky cricks. Sounds like what might be something outside. Maybe bandits outside, probably. I heard skeptics say that supporting gay marriage is SJW. We've gotten to a point where any exploration of big discrimination in the whole is SJW. Oh my god. Like, that's just so dumb. It's, to me, just basic respect for all humans to just, like, let gays just be married. Like, who gives a, like, because the whole premise is who gives a fuck if who marries who. Like, oh my god, that's so stupid. Like, merely having a conversation about those subjects doesn't make you SJW skeptics. Just saying. We talk about racism, discrimination, but, we talk about all those different types of subjects all the time here, but none of us are whatsoever. Because I think, I think that's at least fairly well proven at this point. I still get, I've honestly, like, still get called out every now and then on the internet. It's just like, oh my god, people are so fucking stupid. It's just like, it's to the point where basic, like, some basic shit, it's like SJW now. Whenever I turn on Twitter, I feel the need to gas the Wokies. I turn on Motogen's comments. I want to gas the Skeptos. I know, man. It's that bad. It's just really bad, dude. It's just terrible. Like, I look on Twitter and I just want to be like, can we just like nuke all of this right now? Can we just like have like a restart? Like, whoever, excluding me, of course, and and all the people who follow me and I follow, of course, but pretty much like everyone else, like, who owns like Twitter, can we just like nuke them? Like nuclear bombardment from like uranium bullets, like from orbit, and just like start fresh. Like, that'd probably be like the best. That's just what goes through my mind. I'm just like, oh. Civil War now, 12 more years of Trump. Hashtag acceleration. God Emperor Trump. Trump for God Emperor of Universe. And beyond. Dude, what if like Asgardia, the like the space nation or whatever that exists for no reason really, like what if they like are like somehow just utterly announce like Trump is now the God Emperor of the cosmos and the Presidente Generalissimo of Asgardia. All hail God Emperor Trump. It's just like, why'd they come out with that all of a sudden? Oh my god. That would make me complete. Then he will have the official title of God Emperor. It would just have to be recognized by all the nations, which by the will of God Emperor, they will just by their mere existence. The fact that God Emperor allows you to exist is your acknowledgement to his existence. We need to somehow use the gravitational orbits of various planets moving around the sun to slingshot the Earth towards the sun. We should... Yeah, we can't wait 5 point some however many fucking billion years for the sun to do its thing. We need to just like... We need to go face to face with it. We need to go to it. Let's do it, guys. Let's do it. We need to take the Earth and move it somewhere else. We need that so bad. Oh man. Holy fuck, I've been going on for nearly 3 hours. Alright, well, maybe it's probably the best time to get a wrap up. Smoke a fat toady bowl. Think about the Earth going into colliding with the fucking sun. At least I solved the problem with sending certain people I want to the sun. Because now we're just sending everybody to the sun. We get to speed... You know what? We also get to speed everything else up, too. No, Joe. He's probably asleep tonight. I did start this after 10. Watch. I'm about to, smoke this bowl, and he'll, come on and be like, I came for a bathroom break, and you happen to be here. It's just like, damn, son. Cry. For real, right? He wasn't here. No, no. Sad face. We miss you, Joe. We miss you. Ever see that video of Joe Rogan taking a shit? There's a fucking video of Joe Rogan. Why? Why is there a video of Joe... Why? Well, why the fuck is that a thing? DJ Kirk, the only one who made a poopy video? No! What the fuck, dude? I mean, to be fair, I saw a TJ Does live stream where he literally was taking a shit while streaming. He has done that multiple times. I forgot which stream it was, but I do remember. Why? You can't stop progress, my niggas. That's why. God damn it. I like how this is all progress. I mean, to be fair, I guess it is on some level. On some crazy level, it is. Oh, man. Did he take his camera in the toilet, or did he get up and leave? No, he literally took his phone with him and, put it off to the side, sat down, grabbed it, and just sat there, just still talking with everybody. I'm just sitting here are you motherfucker, he really is taking a shit right now. I'm just like, oh my god, no fucking shame. I love it. He really is a true, pure nihilist. It's just to the point you'll literally... Did you hear it? You know, I don't remember. I actually really don't remember if there was any, because I was just laughing my ass off at that point. I couldn't even, I don't even know. I really don't remember what the stream was, honestly. It was, it was within the last year. So it's like within the period of his streams from like a year ago to now. It's within that time frame. I know that much. But beyond that, I don't know which stream it would have been. Some Neckmere Brewery should have fermented a brew with his ficus culture. What the fuck? Oh my god. The TJ blend. Oh my god. The TJ blend, dude. A special blend with the origins of TJ. Oh man. What the fuck? Dude, if I find it though, I'm gonna have to send it to you because it's pretty funny. I don't like. I wonder what the chat was saying when that was all going on because I really don't know. I don't remember. But man, all I knew is that was just like so absurd. It just made me cracking. It would be honestly, it will make it even more funnier if there were sounds like you heard like the little, you know, like you actually heard like a drop. There's some feminist study major at university made yogurt using bacterial cultures over. Oh yeah, I think I remember telling me about that at one point in chat. Oh god, that's just so gross. Like, ugh. Like, why? Why? Like, what's the purpose? Said it tasted and smelled like fish, onion, and feces. Sulfury with greenish hue. Oh my god. Ugh. What the fuck? What the fuck? Like, here's my face right now, dude. Like, what the fuck? Ugh. You know, I should probably actually sit over here since I have more bright light. It's because this shelf is right here. It's in the way. Close. There we go. Lactobacillus, main genes used for yogurt fermentation is presented within hormone china. Different strains, obviously. Yeah. Ugh. Still, though. Ugh. Ugh. Like, there's so many better methods in getting your fucking, you know, your lactobacteria and shit. Like, you don't need to go within the crevices of your pussy to go find that. Like, it's okay. It's okay. I'd rather have the regular yogurt that is on the shelves. No, I'm good. Feminist is determinant to Western civilization, but you can't stop progress. Damn right, son. I'm curious, does this bowl fit in here? It does. It does. Ooh. Cool. Just now found out I have 2 bowls now. Because honestly, this thing is barely holding on. Look at that. It's just like, what the fuck? Like, this thing is just waiting to just snap on me. Like, I have to be really gentle with the fucking thing. It still works at least, so still good. Well, what about first wave feminism? First wave beget the second wave, which beget the third, which beget the period blood-dyed armpit hair and vaginal cultural yogurt. Ugh. Why can't they be a gate to going to, like, the Middle East or something and doing something there that's actually kind of, I don't know, productive? Like, I don't know, I would think that would be a little bit more productive than trying to see what, like, lactobacteria, pussy bacteria can fucking do to make yogurt. Like, come on. Like, I think we all realize it's gross. Like, I bet if I asked, you know, one of my one of my coworkers at work, like, hey, would you want to try like vagina yogurt? And they'll be like, what the fuck? Ew. They'll be just like, what are you even talking about? No, I don't even want to know. It's like, yeah, well, guess what? Some biologist, feminist lady decided to take some lactobacteria in her puss and be like, I'm going to make some yogurt out of this. It's just like, yeah. Would you want that? Would you want that? Everybody I would know would literally say no. I don't even have to go out there and try to make that hypothesis. I already know what will happen. Like, if I brought it up as more like, did you hear about, you know, would you want to try, like, this crazy thing that this crazy lady did with this thing, and, you know, like, and just, like, at that point, it'll be a little different scenario, and, like, I can see that working out just fine, because it'd be like, yeah, it's fucking weird and gross, and, like, ew, why would anyone try that? And be like, yeah, that's gross, why would it? Because, yeah, like, ew. Like, that's not how I would want to eat out the pussy, okay? Let's just put it that way. Sasay affairs when average female dog in America is better and more normal mothers or offspring than average female human. I love it. We are living in America, America, it's wunderbar. Every now and then I listen to my song at work and it fuels me. It just fuels me because it's like, yep, this is how I feel. All the time. Thank you, Rammstein, for giving me such a great song. Hashtag not all. Well, now you're doing it. I'm not even doing it now and you're doing it. I didn't even say anything that, like, yeah, some female mothers can actually, like, I didn't even go there. Now you're committing such a fallacy. Oh, pish posh to you, sir. Rammstein is a genre called Neo-Deutsches Hatte, New German hard rock. Yeah, like, I kind of really, I mean, to me, they're just kind of more industrialized metal, but yeah, I do kind of see the, rock influences, I mean, because metal does have rock influences overall. But, I mean, on a more broad aspect, they're just kind of industrial metal, at least what it seems like to me. KMFDM is another good German 90s broadly industrial band. Like Nine Inch Nails. I haven't, you know, I do, but I don't really listen to them that much. I should really listen to them more often, but I do like them from what I do hear. And from what I have heard. But, yeah, I should listen to them more often, because I do like them. I've kind of been delving in back to more, like, my roots of, like, what I like a lot, different bands, like, besides a few others like Death Angel and Sabaton or whatever, but like a lot of the bands I used to listen to growing up was Nightwish, and Rammstein and a few others as well. But those were the main two. But and Rammstein, you know, just recently coming out with a new album. I've just been listening to them not like the last few days, or just like the last couple weeks, honestly. Paul introduced me to Nine Inch Nails and TJ as well, I suppose. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know who introduced it to me. I think it was probably my friend Tyler, because I know he talks about him before. But usually when it comes to metal, like he will, like him and I usually introduce each other to a lot of different things. Like I'll just introduce him to a lot of different music that isn't even necessarily even metal, and then he will introduce me into a lot of different metal bands too. Usually on the influences of like death or black metal, but while I'm more on the influences of like symphonic folk and stuff like that. What's my all-time favorite artist? Probably Nightwish, just considering that they're just my most favorite music group, and Thomas is generally like I think right now currently my favorite composer that is like live and doing shit, and as a musical artist and stuff. Because even with the symphonic pieces in his music, he composes that too. Like he composes fucking everything about his music. And but he's not the only one who creates a lot of it. But he has help of his with the other band as well. But when it comes to like a lot of like the drawn out and long symphonic pieces, especially, he composes all of it. And it's like, and I just just love the way he does the structuring and just like putting a very classical element into like this. Really, like, in a lot of ways, a good raw metal sound. And, at the same time, it's also explored with folk elements, too. Which is, like, he's explored different elements as well. The stoner rock metal acne in Finland is diarrhea. The scene is, is diarrhea. Well, I would imagine their biggest thing isn't really necessarily stoner metal or stoner rock. But, I was about to be like, acne, what? But, yeah, scene. But, yeah, like, it does seem like stoner rock or metal is their big thing there, but, like, folk metal does seem to be their big thing there, for sure. If, metal was, like, one of the biggest things there. Which, from the looks of it, it looks like it is. Burp. I mean, Scandinavia overall is pretty big in metal. Like even Iceland, to some, when I was over there, I could definitely tell like a good chunk of that populace. I could tell were listening to metal. I could just looking at them. Like half of them were like long haired, big beard, and and I saw groups of straight up metalheads just walking around and shit, doing their own thing. Stoner rock metal has failed Finland. Diarrhea. Thumbs down. Fuck you. More like Finland has failed. Stoner rock. Tertian autism failed. Fingolia. What the fuck? You just got on a whole just rampage. Oh my god. You just a rampage. Damn, son. Stoner rock is alive in Sweden, though. At least he got that. Oh, man. Oh, man. I should deal with this shit. It's all jumbled in a mess. My god. What the fuck? It's all fucked up. This is just all fucked up right now. What the fuck? Finland's music scene did not impress me. Hashtag not all. Yeah, they seem like they are very selective with their music scenes. Or at least just not diverse with it. Though to be fair, it just seems like a very bleak population, just bleak demographic and geography in general, so there's not as much effort to go out and do that. I will not miss that. I'll take social welfare state safety net. I'll lose the music. Yeah. Because at that point, I can just import the music elsewhere. Listen to everything else. Like, there's fucking, like, Mongolian metal that is out there, dude. Like, that is just insane.
And what's funny is on the Flash Fried when before last Wednesday when they were doing it, they were bantering and they were like, dude, and Paul's like, bro, have you heard of like Mongolian metal? And then TJ looked up the Who's Wolf told him. I'm like, dude, fuck yes. TJ has now been caught on to the Who, because I found them just out of YouTube's algorithm actually, and I just became a big fan after that. Like, I love the fucking Who, dude. I hope they come out with an album, because it seems like they're doing so, because they're doing some concerts. They got the U.S. tour already lined up. It's like they are already like fucking big, and they only have 2 songs. It's like, holy shit. How'd y'all come big so quick? Finland's one of the few countries I've been with lack of desire to go back to. Yeah, it seems like just kind of honestly, if there's a place that I'd say that's more desolate than Iceland, it's probably Finland. Just considering it just really does seem like a very quiet, isolated place that's just kind of there. It's just like, oh, damn. It's just like, damn, son. Like, that, honestly, that is like the polar opposite of Iceland. Like, and considering Iceland is also pretty, like, a hospitable, cold-ass fucking place. Like, what's funny is, like, they are quite a, you know, expressive place. Like, at night, they just party, dude. It's like, their bars are kicking, or, you know, popping, you know, people are out, bumping music, chilling, doing their own things. And, like, in the daytime, it's just very robust, and people are out and about, you know, at least in Reykjavik there are. When you go into the smaller towns, it's not so robust, because there's not as many people there, you know, but every now and then you find people out and about and stuff, and of course tourists doing their thing. But, you know, Reykjavik, like, the whole town is out and about doing their thing, and everybody, you know, is doing their thing, tourist areas and non-tourist areas alike, because I went on my own explorations and just explored Reykjavik outside the tourist areas, and even there, everyone's out and about, doing their thing. You know, like, there's like this school that had some football fields out, well, soccer fields, but they're football fields, and they were just a bunch of random people out there from the looks of it, not even, like, just playing a game, you know, just chilling out. Just out in the sun, and there's a few people out on their bikes, you know, just doing their thing, and it's just a real best place. Like, it's full of life and full of energy going on, doing just non-stop. Like, that's a really cool thing about Reykjavik that I really loved was, like, it was, like, for such a small town, you know, you know, big in comparison to Iceland, but, like, so small, you know, in comparison to, like, Portland or, like, any other big city, even in Europe, it's, like, it's kind of popping. Like, you know, people are out and about doing their shit, you know, on their hustles, doing whatever they're doing, you know, just daily life. It's, you know, it was kind of, and it's kind of cool to see, you know, that, and, you know, but they also know, like, places like Finland are in contrast to it. It's just like nothing. I've seen like some, you know, I've seen at least some videos of Finland, and it's just empty. It's just like, where is everybody? It's just like, you know, I would think Helsinki is popping a little more than this, but I guess not. It's just like, Reykjavik is probably like half this size, and they're popping way more than this. Like, what the fuck? It's just like, damn. Like, and also, I would probably think Iceland's more desolate. Well, maybe that's why they do that more often, because they need to keep moving around to stay warm. I don't know. Like, jeez. They did at night, they're all partying all night because they need to stay warm, so they're drinking to stay warm. And they're all huddling around and partying and shit. So, maybe that's why, but yeah, damn. It's really interesting to hear about these contrasts of just, you know, even very similar cultures even have, you know, such stark contrasts. Like, you know, Finland is, you know, partially, you know, Nordic, you know, but not directly Scandinavian, but partially Nordic in culturally, but just is
you know, there's just nothing really there. Finland did not feel home to me. Greenland was even worse. That goes without saying. Greenland is Greenland. We don't need, like, it goes without saying. It's kind of absurd people live there in the first place. Finland did not feel home to me. I was younger than America feels more home. Well, yeah. I mean, like, considering that, you know, I would assume, you know, being raised here, you know, most of life here, and for me, all my life here, you know, it makes, you know, total sense that, you know, even for me, I feel home at here, you know, but while at the same time, home, you know, it still doesn't mean I can't advocate for home improvements, but at the same time, well, everyone else at home is not doing that, so fuck them. Whatever. If they want to, you know, have their massive cabal of nonsense, let them. But I mean, I also kind of feel like, you know, at the same time, there was kind of a sense of, like, I feel at home in Iceland, too. Like, you know, because I love, because I felt so, you know, like I felt like, you know, I naturally adapted really well there. Like, the only thing I could probably, due to, you know, that I would need to adapt, you know, best with is probably the winters, like the winters. Like, because we were in the fall, not even in the winter. Like, I can only imagine what their winters are like. Just, you know, just snow, ice, fucking just could barely go anywhere. Like, you're probably just stuck at home most of the time. Just, damn. I mean, I'm sure they got their ways of dealing with it, you know, how to work it out and everything. But, man, I can only imagine. Until I actually go there in the winter for some reason. Why? I don't know. but until then, I can only imagine it. And even in the fall, you know, it wasn't really that. I mean, even, like, for the fall, like, when it was sunny, it was actually fairly, like, temperate. Like, it was still cold. Like, there was a pretty decent wind chill, but, like, if I was, you know, walking around long enough out and, you know, with the sun, you know, beaming down on me, it would actually be pretty warm. But during, like, when I was, like, pretty much anywhere else, though, like, would be just cold, and I'd just have to bundle the fuck up. But, like, the only time, like, I only had, like, a t-shirt was, like, when I was out in Vik on the beach, and then just when I was in Reykjavik exploring the place. I was just in a t-shirt and just my pants and, you know, just casual, you know, just pretty much kind of like this minus the hoodie. And I was kind of out and about doing my thing. I brought a jacket, but, like, part of the way through, I'm like, I really don't need this. And I went back and dropped it off, and I'm like, yeah, I really don't need this jacket. Bye, guys. And I just, like, left. Like, I'm exploring now. Explored the whole city for, like, a good 3 hours or something. Just wandering around. A good, like, hour and a half of that was spent on the hill to the south, because I was trying to go to the temple there, because that was my main goal. I was going to explore the whole city, you know, going through there, or at least going there, and then on the way back, just heading straight back. Never been to Africa or Asia. I mean, at some point, I would like to go to both of those continents. I would like to try to be on every continent at least once. That would be really cool. Well, maybe besides Antarctica. I probably don't want to be there. But I would like to go to either or South America. Yeah, like I said, because I like to be on every continent at least once. Like, there's places in South America I'd like to visit. And there's places out in Asia and Africa, too, that I'd like to visit. Whoop. Gotta stir this around, make sure it's all Gucci. So I know how this wants to kind of clog. I don't like it. The clog annoys me. But goddamn. Going on for nearly 3.5. Well, this will actually be my last fucking bowl. I'm gonna wrap it up here in a bit. Too long. How long have we been going on? I know you're not dead. Stop smoking. The alt-right kid got kicked off of YouTube. Oh my god, that's so stupid. I mean, if it, like... I mean, it depends on what specific thing she did. But if it's just because she says stupid alt-right / anarcho-capitalistic bullshit, that's just stupid. That's just inherently just dumb. I mean, and the whole free speech thing should apply there. But if it's like she straight up like try to dox some motherfucker or like try to like do, I don't know, like something that didn't really like, you know, plotting, I don't know, like it would have to depend on the very specific scenario where like why someone would need to be taken down. But if it's over just her fucking views or whatever, that's just nah. Evidence of alienation and degeneracy. Yeah. America's dying. Let it. It's probably for the better. Empires come and go anyway. Like, the Egyptian Empire reigned for a while. It's gone. Roman Empire reigned for a bit. It's gone. The Mongolian Empire reigned for a short bit. It's gone. The Macedonian Empire, or the Greek Empire, or whatever. The Ottoman Empire, the Persian Empire, like all these empires have come and gone. America's just going to be another one. The United States is just another empire on the list that will, succumb to the history of empires that have come and gone. At least in a lot of tribes. Basically. Africa, but North America. Basically. Just impoverished wastelands, anarchy, little governance, and whatever's left is corrupt as fuck. Not that it already is. But on that note, I think it's a good way to wrap it up. With the tribal wastelands, like Caesar's Legion, or the New California Republic, or the Band of Brotherhood. The wasteland will have many tribes that will progress and push forth after the fall. How did America get in the driver's seat? Capitalism? Russia and China are empires. Soviet Union was obviously an empire. Yeah. Third Reich was too. The British Empire was. They technically still reign. So they're not to what they used to be. But, yeah. Like, I would probably say, yeah, I mean, at this point, all these different empires had different drivers, and got into getting into the driver's seat. It had different ways of getting into it. I'd probably say for the American Empire, yeah, it probably was capitalism. That's how we're driven anyway. It's literally how the whole machine of this whole system is driven. I mean, for others, like the Soviet Union and et cetera, down, in the past, obviously not. Or at least not so much. But with us, yeah, I'd say so. But anyway, with that note, I'll wrap it up. So, peace out, and see y'all next one.